Hello, everybody. Welcome to SnJs game, or SnJs Middle Ground.
Wow.
My bad.
You got this. It's been a while.
It's my first day. That's what it was a setup. We had to get everything ready. It's Halloween Eve. I'm Jeff, aka Lloyd.
And I'm Sarah, aka Harry, and we dress up as Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
I thought that was so good.
It turned out pretty good.
I thought so.
So a lot of people did not. Because when I worked during the day,
a lot of younger kids.
When I worked during the day, that's the older generation.
Oh yeah, there's a very. Well, I mean, it's just such a good movie. How could you not know who we are? You know.
I still got a lot of people still knew who we were.
Oh.
But a lot of people,
I set you up,
a lot of people didn't.
I didn't mean to set you up like that. You know what I mean? I'm surprised your costume came in time. Speaking of costumes coming in time.
Oh God.
I realized that the one that I ordered mine before you did.
You did.
And it all of a sudden was going to be late, but it didn't give me a notification saying it was going to be late. I just happened to check on it. And then I was like, oh shit. So I overnighted one for $80 just to get here on time. And that still didn't even... And that... No. It arrived. But when I opened the box, it was Zorro from One Piece. And I had to go back and make sure that that's what I had ordered the Dumb and Dumber costume. And I did. So I don't know where that
came from.
Yeah, where the mix-up was. So, I had to go to Kohl's today and have a freaking panic attack throughout that entire store, going through all sections, women's, men's, children's, even infants, to try to find...
Even infants? Just in case.
Anything. I was like, well, because maybe the infants will have like a bib that kind of looks like that weird thing that they wear in the middle, whatever that's called, that like stretchy thing. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I really wanted that. So, but anyway, I think it still came out pretty good.
It did. For being a 3-hour pull together.
I could pull shit together pretty good.
As I left, I had very low confidence.
Well, that's how usually people start out with me. They're like, we have very low expectations and confidence, and then I hit the middle, and you're like, wow, that exceeds my expectations. I'm like, all I need is just that average.
Just average.
I just need to be average. So
yeah, Wolf and Brittany are like, did you get a picture of what she's doing? I was like, nope, she's winging it, and it's gonna be.
I didn't want to show you till I got here because I didn't want to, in case you didn't like it. Because you know I'm obsessive like you, so I would have gone back to the store and spent more money on something, and it would have been Rent's not getting paid on the first anyway, but
I mean,
it would have been even later than normal. Yeah, you know,
nobody's believing that anymore.
I know. Well, no, I mean it gets paid on time. I still have the apartment. Apartment is still under my name.
Yeah, I mean you can miss a couple.
No, I don't really want to miss a couple. So, but now I have the stupid key fob, like I told you about that, right? Where they were drilling my locks.
Yeah.
So now I have the key fob, and it's $75 to get a new key fob, and I do not have that kind of money because now you know
they redid your locks, and then they're making you pay.
Yeah, so you get one key fob per person on the lease, and thankfully my grandma's on the lease with me because I can't sign for anything myself because my credit score is below
the Mendoza line.
Below everybody's credit score. So, but thank God, because then I get two, so I had to give Hannah one, the person that watched Jasper for me.
Yeah.
And then I have the other one, so Katie and I just keep passing that one back and forth.
Oh, shit, because it's digital, and you have so many people that...
And I wish it was a code. So that way I could just tell people the code. And you know how many people have my house key? Like, I'm not paying $75 for everybody to have one of those
they kind of fucked you. I think they were watching you, and they're like, too many people going in and out of this house.
How do they know? And why my house?
They know.
I'm just a sweet innocent girl. My friend Ashley is in the YouTube, YouTube
Ashley.
world. Ashley was here last time with us, so Ashley and we just did a podcast last weekend actually for K-pop. That's when you guys called me about your Cowboys bet. How about them Cowboys?
They lost pretty horrifically.
I mean, if it ain't choking, it ain't a Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how America. Yee.
That's America's team right there.
That is America's team. Mm-hmm. But Ashley and I did a podcast, and it was a lot of fun. Her and I, and then another one of our friends is the people that own the LLC for the K-pop stuff, and on the podcast they were like, we're announcing we're an LLC. And I was like, oh, girl, I've been telling everybody. I didn't realize it was a secret.
Oh, God.
And she was like, oh, no, just, like, announcing it. Like, we're just announcing it now. And I was like, you're so lucky that I just didn't post it on our page because I didn't know. I didn't know you guys were, like, keeping it a little secret.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal if you announce it.
No. But I think they wanted to announce it together. And I didn't get that memo.
You ruined it.
That's typical. You know?
That's on track.
But for real. So, anyway, just so everybody knows, we are not doing D&D tomorrow because our DM said for Halloween he wants to dress up like a good dad. And I thought that was
a stretch.
Hilarious. Yeah. I was like, that's a really funny costume. So, but then again, I don't know what it really looks like, so I'll find out tomorrow when I see him.
That's the big thing. It's like, would you be able to recognize it?
No, I'm just going to be like, Micah? As he's holding Lily's hand walking around.
That's just one single tear. Falls on your
Is that what that
in the cradle in the sewage.
Oh my God, speaking of not having a dad.
Oh my God.
My biological father came in the other day on Saturday
to
and
work?
sat at the bar, yeah. And that's like the first time I've seen him in like probably a year, maybe. I mean, we text back and forth sometimes. But I'm close with his daughter because she's my half-sister. So, I mean, we talk all the time, and I love her. She, like, when the hurricane hit, her and her mom. So, like, the mom's not even remotely anywhere near being related to me at all. But her and her mom both invited me to both of their houses.
She's a half stepmother.
Yeah, and for real. And every year for the holidays, her mom texts me and is like, hey, my door's always open to you, and if you want to come over and have holidays with me. And I'm like, wow, this is what it's like to be a mom. Like, thank you for that. Setting the bar kind of high, but we all know that I just hit average anyway. So
we just fall to average.
Yeah. So so he came to the bar with his new girlfriend, who happens to.
Oh, so the mom is an ex-wife.
Oh yeah, they haven't been together in years.
All right, so
they haven't been together.
It's your ex half step.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't even really talk. Because Gabby just turned 19. Her and I are 10 years apart. And I met Gabby when she was 9. And when she was 9, they weren't together either. So they haven't been together for years. And she still treats me, like, amazing. Like, I went to Gabby's graduation in May, which he didn't attend. But I went with her and I went with her family, like her mom. And that was really nice to be a part of. It's nice to feel included. That's what I like. I like the inclusion of it all, you know? So, hey, how's your dad? Good old Hank.
Hank's great. He's still
we should
still
probably talk about
gambling man Hank, you know?
Gambling?
No,
he gambles?
He don't gamble.
Oh.
But he golfs. Golfing man Hank.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeremy told you about me golfing, right?
Yeah, he said that you have a nice swing.
I beat him both times on his birthday. That's what I gave him for his birthday, the L. Isn't that great?
It's great for you.
It was. I was like, wow, this never happens. And it's on Jeremy's birthday of all days.
I'm sure it hurt Jeremy a little bit.
It did. It really did. It was in front of Katie, too. So I was like, wow. And there's a witness. You know?
We saw the reflection, so I saw the sadness.
I got to put that somewhere. I should put that next to the Jason Momoa picture.
Oh, the one that's like.
Oh my God! Could you imagine if I could print out at least a 5x7, like a normal picture, and then ask Doris if you could just stick it in the frame. You know what I mean? Oh, and it could be all of Jeremy's losing accomplishments.
I mean, he won in that conversation with Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa just didn't know what the hell was going on.
No, the conversation went, "Hey man, what's in this drink?" And then Jeremy said vodka, blue carousel, blah blah, and Jason was trying to poke him to say what the name of the vodka was. And Jeremy was like, it's your vodka.
That's not how he explained it to me. He explained it to me that he was like, it's this, and your vodka. Mm-hmm. And then Jason was like, my vodka. He goes, oh. And then he says the name of it. Like he was just lost.
I thought he didn't know the name of it. That's how I understood it. But either way.
He made it seem like that Jason Momoa didn't know his name of his own vodka.
But either way.
Either way, the picture is hilarious.
It's so good, and I love that Taurus picked that.
It's going to be in our office forever.
Ashley says she loves our costumes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb.
Ashley, I'm dumber. Ashley I have been slowly converting Jeff into Stayland. I send Jeff pictures probably once a week of Felix.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
So, and then
I show people all the time too. I'm like, hey.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm like, look at this guy.
Look at this guy! Stop! I love that. I did get you a gift. But I do hope I'm your Secret Santa because this would be perfect. Whoever is your Secret Santa this year, I'm just gonna give him the gift and be like, give this to him. Make this part of your gift. He'll know it's for me.
So I'll say,
he'll know it's for me.
Sarah.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Anyway, so yeah, I'm slowly converting him, and all of our. I do talk about you actually to all of our like stays online because I'm like, I do have another podcast, that one that's like my main podcast, and the guy that like at least you like have conversation with me about it and like talk about it and stuff like that, and you try to learn like, oh, you guys are called stays, okay, and they're called this,
Yeah.
So
I try.
you do, and I applaud you for that. So I have a list of Halloween related questions.
I was wondering if you're gonna do spooky questions.
Well, of course.
Because I put on there Halloween special.
Halloween?
No, I mean I just stuttered, but yeah, no. I put SnJs Halloween special.
Oh, I thought you like double timed it. Halloween. I was like, that's kind of funny, like Dumb and Dumber.
This is Halloween. Oh, Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween and Halloweener.
Halloweener.
It's so good.
But that is good. So
just dumb.
The
it's
lovely.
Just dumb.
It really is just dumb.
It's just dumb.
The lovely Patty set up candy bowls in front of us today and made it very clear and asked me that I don't eat all of it, and I don't know. I mean, she's right for asking me not to eat all of it.
Well, I don't think she asked. She was just.
Oh well, she said like, "This is my candy. This is for the children. I bought it. Don't eat it all."
Yes.
And
that's what she
but
said.
as she should, and as she should probably ask me, like I put a certain amount of candy right here, and then let's say I don't want this Baby Ruth. Oh God, let's say I don't want the Snickers. I can trade it out for something, but I can't take something out already.
Okay, so you have an allotted amount of candy.
Yes, just to make sure that I don't eat all of the candy, or specifically the York peppermint patties because I'm a grandma. Do you like Junior Mints?
No.
What? Do you not like mint flavored candy?
I like Thin Mints.
Thin.
Girl Scout
like
cookies.
the Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Do you like the Andes ones from Olive Garden? The like chocolates that they give you at the end?
Kind of.
Huh.
I think I like the crunch of the. It's the perfect amount of.
Well, Girl Scout cookies, you can never go wrong.
Yeah, I say it's the perfect amount of chocolate to
Mint ratio.
mint and crunch ratio.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
But the ones from Olive Garden are they're just. It's just chocolate.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
enjoy
straight chocolate.
while we're talking about it. Okay, so these questions are just random, like spooky themed Halloween-y questions. First one, let's go with: do you believe that you get scared easily?
I don't.
Even at like movies or anything?
No, we were just at Halloween Horror Nights.
Which, by the way,
Halloween Scream.
Which, by the way, how was that? Can you tell me?
It was great. I had a great time. Like I said, I don't really get scared of haunted houses and stuff like that. The girls get fucking terrified, which is hilarious. Like all of them, at one point or another.
Who all went?
It was me, Patty, Jan, Kelsey, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria went?
Yeah.
I love that.
Alexis, Megan.
Oh, Alexis and Megan went. You know, that's God. They're a good duo. They're really a good duo.
And Kaylin and her mans.
Caitlin
and Victoria's man. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a fun group, actually.
It was a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I love, obviously, Megan and Alexis. They're fucking hilarious. And then Simon's cool. I like Simon. So, and then obviously Caitlin and Josh are cool.
There you go.
They're all cool. Oh, do you do pictures?
This picture's
you know good. I love a good picture.
This picture's pretty good. Obviously, you know I'm a good picture taker, and I enjoy my.
Wow, that looks like a fun group.
My picture taking skills are pretty good. They call me a selfie king, but yeah.
I don't know anybody. I don't think anybody. I've never heard that.
It's a thing.
Well, when? When was that a thing?
It's a thing.
It's not like a current thing though. That's for sure. Not within the past 3 years. That's for sure.
I mean, it's pretty. It's
kind of like Sarah the Comeback Kid Ball. Sarah Winter Ball.
People, some people say it.
I mean, people still say Sarah's Dirty Ball. So.
I mean, that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No. No, for real. It's really not. Okay. You would say you don't get scared easily at Hollow Scream and stuff like that, but but you don't get scared at like movies or anything? Like you don't get like your like heart racing at like a certain movie?
I mean, I don't really watch scary movies.
At all? What would be your favorite? Like if you just say, "Hey, this is my favorite scary movie," what would it be?
Oh, that's hard because I don't really watch scary movies.
God, you're the worst co-host ever for this one right here.
I know. I love scary video games because I have control. I don't like scary movies because I don't really like have control. I don't like that. House on Haunted Hill. I love that.
The one that we were playing.
That's Resident Evil. I'm talking
but I'm saying.
The movie House on Haunted Hill.
Okay, but you said had video game. I was shoving York peppermint patty in my mouth. I was saying, the video game we're playing, I still think about how the spiders attacked us sometimes, and they weren't even spiders; they were like crab spiders.
They were definitely
mutated
spiders that were like mutated from crabs.
You know, me crazy if Hollow Scream had a house full of spiders. That arachnophobia would get so bad.
I did not see one spider. So
maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah,
maybe spiders
they had a
down with the spider.
They had a Stranger Things house. They had a
what at Hollow Scream?
Mm-hmm.
They can do that.
Yeah, they had a Alice in Wonderland house.
Hollow Scream or Halloween Horror? Did you go to Tampa or did you go to Orlando?
We went to Busch Gardens.
Okay, that's Hollow Scream, and they can do Stranger Things because usually Universal's does Stranger Things.
It was Stranger Things. Like,
okay.
But it didn't say Stranger Things, but it was. It was in the actual font, and it was called mediocre stuff.
It
was called. There's some things over here. They're kind of weird stuff. Weird stuff.
Okay. What was your favorite house?
The Alice in Wonderland house is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was a giant cat and.
Well, Cheshire cats. You have to put that in there.
There was courtroom drama.
Courtroom drama?
Yeah, because
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, Queen of Hearts is screaming and like there's a couple.
And they made that into a horror thing. That's kind of cool.
Well, because like one of the cards was like nailed up on the wall with blood coming out of it.
I kind of love that.
So it was like Alice in Wonderland, but like murder.
I kind of love
murder.
that. Murder.
Yeah, just like that.
Well, I feel like I do get scared easily. I definitely. Like just today, he has like one of those brooms. It's like a witch's broom that rolls around anytime somebody like walks in the door. It starts laughing and cackling and starts rolling around. That scared me. Yeah, but you said House on Haunted Hill was your favorite movie. Mm-hmm. My favorite movie would probably be Insidious. That first movie, not like all of them, but I like the concept of like. I don't know, and we'll dive into this in a second, actually, because I do want to hear about this with you. I don't know how much you believe in about, like, dreaming and, like, what your conscience does, like, while you're dreaming. But the thought of your being leaving your body as you're sleeping, going into, like, REM sleep and deep sleep, and it kind of, like, wandering, and then your body's kind of, like, free for a demon to take over or whatever. That concept is so cool and so terrifying. And like your spirit gets trapped away if the demon takes over your body because that's not going to release your shit and it doesn't need sleep, it doesn't need to do any of that shit, but your body deteriorates because the demon's not taking care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you not seen Insidious?
No.
Oh my god! And then
I said I don't do.
Oh, but you have to.
I don't do horror
but you have to because even in the beginning, I love a good like really creepy violin. And throughout that movie, it's just like creepy orchestra noises. It's not like a thud, but they're like screaming violins and stuff. Almost very much Devil Went Down Georgia, tap screaming Batland. But that's my favorite one. I think it's just because. Thank you. You know, I recently heard Nickelback's version.
Oh, I have heard that.
Wait, did you see the video I sent you from What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, in the car.
It's been.
He
was like, I am very human. Listen. It's been.
How do you explain this?
Yes, and I said rewind, record. Oh my god, you didn't respond, but I sent it to Micah too because you both will like sing it, and Micah was like, oh, I couldn't really tell what show it was because your shitty iPhone. I was like, don't play it.
Don't act like you're...
Micah, I couldn't send her the group chat because of your shitty Android.
I would say, don't act like you're not the problem.
Well, and you kind of are, bud. Don't be a Sarah. You're the problem. Take a look in the mirror.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley said you haven't watched like Halloween or Friday the 13th.
I mean,
the
all
classics?
the old school ones. Like I've watched Nightmare on Elm Street and
Or Cabin in the Woods.
Never seen Cabin in the Woods.
I don't think I've seen Cabin in the Woods actually. Okay, as much as I love like spooky, scary things, scary stories really do creep me out because it gets really in my head. So I would say I've seen a normal amount of scary movies, but like I just saw the tail ending of the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yeah, that's the Demons or whatever. What's it called? It's called the Rob Zombie one. It's called like
I don't know. I walked into Hannah's house.
10 Demons or 13 Demons or something like that.
Have you seen 13 Ghosts with Matthew Lillard?
No.
Oh my god, that's such a good movie. Ashley's trying to defend androids, and we're just gonna act like that didn't happen.
Act like it didn't go through.
Oh, and then Micah, of course, responded saying nothing at all. Thank you.
Are they all on YouTube?
Yeah.
So I should get off Twitch and just
No, I mean, you could be on both if you want, but I like YouTube because that's where my stays are.
No, there's nobody on Twitch.
Okay, we'll hop on YouTube.
No, because you're
It's been 1 week. Anyway, so all right. Also, I did kind of preface this before. What do you think about like dreaming? Like, what do you think your body does like while you're dreaming? Do you think that you like tap into something else, or because there is a lot of like there is a lot of like scientific studies about or like ideas of like what we could potentially be doing while we're dreaming, and like we're like watching brain waves and stuff like that.
Well, the brain is one of those the craziest things you could ever try to research or look into or try to do anything, because they still have like barely any idea what the fuck how the brain even works. Like all the electrodes, like the electricity and all this
like
stuff.
How they fire.
Yeah, like how they fire and how is this pile of mush right here. Remember all the shit that you remember in your life.
I don't remember things, and I think well
that's also that.
What takes it away?
What takes away?
Why am I only getting so much memory?
And like, how come I can recite fucking?
It's been 1 week.
Song after song after song, but I can't like remember. I can't learn a language that easily. Like.
My Korean's going well. Thank you for asking.
And that's a segue. Is how is your language learning going?
It's going well. I just had I had 2 tutoring lessons. I had one yesterday and I had one Monday. One was with my Korean teacher, which she and I are going into a partnership together, along with the K-pop store. So we're all like, it's so cool.
You're having a year, huh?
Do you remember when I said I was manifesting my K-pop husband?
Yeah, I say
I'm doing the damn thing, and you guys thought I was joking. And when my life and all of our lives, because of me, change forever, you're gonna thank me. Anyway, so
manifested.
But for real. And then on Monday, I was super nervous on Monday because it was my Korean tutor that lives in Korea, and like I hadn't talked to him since before the hurricane, and he knew that the hurricane was like coming or whatever, because he said that it was actually featured on the news in Korea, even like how bad the hurricane was for Florida. So when we got on Zoom, we talked about it for a little bit, and he was like, yeah, I was actually kind of like worried about like because of where you were and where it was hitting, and so but it was nice because he was very patient to like start back from the beginning of learning my vowels and stuff like that, because I really need to make flashcards. Because there's only 40 characters in the Korean language, but I mean, there's 26 in the American language.
Well, it's
but there's 4,000 in the Chinese language. Did you know that?
Yeah, because every word has, like, not every word, but most words have their own character.
Crazy.
Which is crazy to me.
Crazy. So I didn't know that part until I was talking to him about it, and he's like, just learn the 40 characters. And I was like, just learn the 40. Do you know how hard that is? And he was like, well, Chinese people have to learn for like 4,000 characters. And I was like, that's not real.
And it's not.
And he goes, no, it is.
I don't think
very real.
That's not helping the situation.
And it does. How's that helping me right now?
I was like, I don't think you have, you knowing how much people that learn Chinese have to do is helping.
Exactly. Thank you.
Your 40 characters.
I also, so I was learning about double ending consonants. So, sometimes you don't pronounce one of the consonants that are in the character to say a word. And I was like, that's so dumb. Why do they put that there? And he goes, it's so dumb.
English.
And he writes the word know, like to know something. And he goes knight to like I'm a knight in shining armor. And he kept circling the K as he was saying this. Why is this here? What does this mean? Huh?
I watched, there's like a whole YouTube videos or like people that I watched that like just murder like the English language like that. What is this? No.
Yeah.
What is this?
No.
Not. No. Obviously it's not that. It's this. Are you even paying attention? And it's like...
Dude, and he was like, so same thing, except... But there is a cool way to connect certain words on things.
Like tying a knot?
Yeah, no, I understood. I understood. Kanakanon?
Kanakanon? Kanakanon.
Oh, my God. So, but anyway, it's going well, and I really need to get on it and be a little bit better about it, and I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow before we go on some Halloween hiatus stuff where we ruin Micah's family day, you know? So, all right, next one.
I don't like that.
Do you believe a Ouija board is actually something that we can use to talk to spirits? And if so, would you or would you not use it? Or if not, would you still use it or not? Like, what's your... Because I know a lot of people that are like, no, Ouija boards aren't real. And then I'm like, okay, well, here's a super old one. Why don't you use it? And they're like, no, I don't want to invite that shit in my house. And it's like, but you just said you don't believe it.
Okay, that's a good question, because
what's your first thought?
Well, I believe in spirits and shit like that. So, like, if I believed in that stuff, I would have to believe in a Ouija board and all that stuff.
Would you use one? Like, if I had brought one today, would you use it?
Are
you... I didn't bring one, okay. But would you... I did not.
I'd have to ask Patty.
Yeah. See? That's... So, but do you... would you... If Patty was like, yeah, whatever you want, would you use one?
Yeah.
I want one so bad, and I want, like, a really old, creepy one. Yeah.
I want one with the spirits built in.
Yeah. I want it to come with the spirits.
I want it to come with the spirits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the shit that, you know... Because Patty, like... stages our house and shit, so...
Which I love.
Get the bad spirits out.
Oh, sages. I thought you said stages, and I was like, yeah, she sets it up really nicely.
Sages.
Oh, yeah. I do the same thing, though. I really do the same. I do the same shit.
I'm over here wearing gems and stuff, you know. Eye of the tiger.
Well, because Susie. Eye of the tiger.
Tiger's eye.
I understood.
I'm just fighting. I'm over here fighting like Rocky.
Adrian! Would you say that you are superstitious at all?
Of course. There's no...
Like what superstitions?
I don't think there's an athlete, which people are always shocked that I was an athlete, on this planet that's not superstitious, or a gambler. Like, because those are two things that, like...
Well, I mean, you know that Qual, like, when he smokes at the bar, he, like, if you dump his ashtray, he'll be pissed because it's superstitious.
Yeah, so saying...
He wants you to leave
everything in it. Like I said, there's no... I don't know many athletes.
What are some of the superstitions that you follow?
I play D&D, so obviously when a dice is rolling well, I have to keep using that dice.
He won't let me use his dice
and
because
you're not allowed to touch my dice.
No, but I mean, it was kind of proven last session.
I cannot believe what happened last session with that, with you touching Jeremy's dice.
And so, you know what I thought to myself?
Fucking failing. He rolled 2 out of 4.
He tried to play it cool.
Yeah, 2 out of 4 natural 20s. And
no, he rolled like a couple. He rolled more than 2, I think.
And then Sarah was like, "Can I touch those dice?" And then Mike was like, "Don't let her do it. She's gonna ruin them." And he's like, "I don't believe in that kind of shit." And so Sarah rolled his dice, rolled like a 3, and then he did not roll above a 10.
Nope.
For 2 hours.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
So like, I
can barely roll above a 10 on my own dice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm definitely superstitious.
So then I went home and thought to myself, how can I use this for my benefit? Like Jinx in Teen Titans, or Domino in the Deadpool universe. How can I...
Yeah, but Domino's so lucky that nothing back the opposite.
But I'm making it, and that's pretty lucky. You know what I mean?
You're so unlucky that you're lucky.
Crazy, right? Crazy. Like I have so much unluckiness stored up that it actually creates a lucky being. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah, so I was like, how can I manifest
harness
this? Yeah, how can I manifest this? How can I use this to help me do what I need to do and get my K-pop husband? So, but yeah, I am very superstitious. I don't, like, when I go over train tracks, I lift my feet up. Every time that's a superstition that's apparently, like, super popular that I didn't know about. Like, I asked a couple people, like, I've asked a lot of people about it.
Never heard that before.
Shut up. I cross my fingers when I walk past or drive past a graveyard. Always. And I do it for the entirety of... So, like, whenever I'm driving in Brandon, there's, like, 3 graveyards that I pass. Like, there's, like, one by the Brandon Mall. There's actually one between here and Hannah's house. So, when I have to drive to get Jasper, I cross my fingers. Yep. There's one between my house and Hannah's house. It's by a church.
Same one. Yep.
I cross my fingers. So, I'm constantly, like... But I subconsciously do it, too, at this point.
I say, like, you always...
I've never missed it. Not yet. Since I've been told that. I feel like once I've been told that information, and now that I know, I have to do it. I don't get punished if I did not know that that was a thing. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know?
Question is, what happens if you don't do it?
I don't know. I haven't found out, and I'm not going to. I'm doing really well. What's another thing that I do? What do you do that's superstitious that you can...
That I can, like, think about right now?
Yeah.
That's, like, that kind of, like, every time?
I think your dice thing is just the only thing I can think of. It's been... What? I can't get that song out of my head now.
I wake up and listen to the Gators fight song before I go to a Gator game.
Ashley said she does the train track thing, too. She lifts her feet over train tracks. Now you have to do it. Now if you don't do it, bad shit's going to happen to you.
Because I know about it now?
Yeah. Now that the information is told to you.
How are you supposed to keep your hand...
You don't. You just... You hit the gas a little bit extra, lift your feet up, keep it going, and then immediately put your foot on the brake whenever you need to. Oh, Ashley, I do the same thing. Never split the pole.
Oh, when you're holding somebody's hand and you're walking?
No, it's not even someone's hand. It's like if you and I were walking together. Like, you know that doorway that's by the EDR where it's like the big door up and then like a small door? I really try to get people to walk through that double door with me because I hate when people walk through and split it. So, like, even if you're walking next to somebody and something splits it, that bothers me. So, I literally try not to split the pole. Because sometimes I'll go around. Like, if we have walked past it, I'll turn back around and walk around to go with it. Yeah, that's how bad I am sometimes. But other times I'm like, man, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. And then I feel a little bit guilty after it's been done. And I was like, oh, man, now I'm going to have to pay attention to, like, what's going on around us.
Yeah, no.
These are the thoughts that are going through my head on a daily basis. Yeah, I know, that's very...
On
a daily, too. I think about it.
I don't know, meticulous is the word. That's very, OCD-ish.
Can I be OCD about superstitions?
Yes.
Well, then I am. Next.
I mean, you can 100% be OCD about superstition.
Okay. I know you said you don't like really scary movies, but if you had to watch a gore scary movie or a thriller scary movie, which one would you pick? Oh, my God. Oh, you haven't seen. Never mind.
Thriller?
You pick a thriller? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
For real. I could not... I can't do gore. It's really hard for me, like the Saw movies.
Yeah, the Saw movies are a bit extreme. You know it's fake. It's just...
That's terrifying. Like, I can't... I feel like I put myself in movies too much when I'm watching it, but also while I'm driving, I have my own movie in my head with my soundtrack playing. Everybody, come on. Kelly Clarkson, Break Away comes on, and I'm like, break as the rain's falling on my window. I'm driving. I have so many things happening in my head at once, but it's entertaining.
To you.
Everybody finds it entertaining. Everybody finds it entertaining.
I mean, that's a whole can of beans there.
You don't daydream when you listen to songs in the car? You're so creative and you daydream with your D&D stuff that you don't think, oh my God, here's a really cool song, and like, what if Rune did this and the song was playing in the background? That kind of shit. I fucking do that all the time. All the time. I'm out here. Yeah. Well, is there any beers left?
Yeah.
Oh, I want one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Five, but what is the zeros?
Ashley said she would do gore. I don't think I could do it, dude. What's that clown movie? No, not it. It's terrifying, dude. It really is terrifying. Thank you, dude.
Absolutely.
Is there a
Koozie?
a stupid Micah made koozie?
Yeah, the one you used last time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I
No.
do Thriller just because usually with Thriller has more a better storyline.
Oh man, what is that?
Because there has to be a good storyline if you're gonna
No.
get me into it, you know.
Scary clown movie. What is it? Oh, Terrifier. Have you seen that one?
Oh.
Oh my god. So Destiny and I one time we had a sleepover, and I don't know if you've seen it, Ashley, Terrifier, but
I've never heard, it's not even that I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
no way. You might have seen it. Hold on. Let me show you the picture.
Terrifier?
Maybe you'll know what it is if I show you a picture of it, you know?
The clowns don't really scare me. Patty admitted her fear of clowns yesterday.
You haven't seen this clown around at all?
I've seen memes.
Of the clown, right?
Yeah,
so
the clown.
That's what that meme is this clown, and it is a thriller and gory kind of movie. So Destiny and I told you we had a summerween like sleepover, and she made like really cute like ghost pastries and stuff like that. Destiny is like the perfect wife, and I don't get how she's not wifed up yet. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we started watching.
She kind of is.
Well, dude, she sets the expectations so high for me. I'm like, well, if no one's hitting the bases like Destiny is, I don't want to date him. Like, she made me ghost pastries. What are you doing? You know?
Ghost pastries.
They were so good. Oh, and her coffee brownies that she had put espresso in. Oh, my God. Okay, anyway. This movie is, like, the perfect combination of, like, gore and thriller. And it's, like, there's some funny parts. So the first, like, 20 minutes, Destiny, you're like, oh, this is, like... It's like a very B-rated movie, like very poor production, and we're all like, "Is it popular?" We kept looking at each other, being like, "Is it popular because of just like how poorly done it is?"
Yeah, like a cult.
Yeah, like a cult classic type thing. And then there's one scene in the movie. Do you think you're ever gonna watch this movie?
Probably not.
There's one scene in the movie where a girl gets taken by the clown. So it's two friends, right? And let's say it's you and me. We drive in a car. We pull over in the building, and I'm like, "Dude, I really have to pee. I'm gonna try to go in that building real quick and pee." Like, there's a guy standing outside. It looks chill to me. I just really have to go. So I go inside, and I run in, I pee, whatever. I come back out, and you're disappeared. And I'm like, where the fuck did he go? So then I walk around and whatever. I go in the building. I'm like, well, maybe he went in the building, too, to go pee as well. Walk in the building, can't find you. I'm, like, going through all this shit. I find you, but I only find you because the clown has led me to find you. And... so it's her friend. She's tied upside down. So her legs are up in the air and her hands are down here. And Destiny are like, oh, that's interesting. Because when you pull back the curtain, she's butt-ass naked in this movie. And then he takes a chainsaw and saws her in half. And you watch the entire thing. And Destiny and I are like looking at each other. We're like, oh, this is good. This is really good. And there are some scenes in the movie that are actually like, funny scary, like the clowns being terrifying, but it's like hilarious in a way. Like there's a scene where the main character that you follow for a little bit, she's hiding somewhere, and the clown, you can't tell if the clown knows that she's there or what, but he gets on a little tricycle and is like wheeling around the tricycle, like honking a little horn, and then falls over, and then gets pissed that he fell over and starts like fucking kicking the thing and everything. There's some humor to it too. It's actually really good. Destiny and I are trying to see it though. Ashley said it's a really sick and twisted movie, but it's good. I enjoy it. I really hope that you watch it because it is entertaining. Okay, let's see. I have a whole list. Hold on. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. How come you don't ever have questions ready?
You're the question master.
Whatever.
That's what the show is. That's why it's SnJs.
Because I'm the main host?
Yeah, you're the host. I'm just your guest every week.
A guest in your own home?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You know what I was just talking to...
Isn't that weird?
No, I was just saying this to Hannah today actually, I like walked into her house, and I met her mom for the first time, and of course, I make really good first impressions, and and so like we're like laughing and joking around about stupid shit, and then I will start talking about like how, because I think you had made a comment the other day about how I just walk into my friends' houses and act like it's mine.
Yeah. Well,
but
I don't know if I made it, but I've said that.
But I mean, it's not a lie. What you're saying is not a lie. I really do. Like, if you, I really am kind of like a vampire. Like, if you invite me into your house and you're like, hey, come on in, make yourself at home, I will make myself at home. But I expect you to do the same thing when you come to my house. Like, don't ask to do or see anything or whatever. Nothing at my house is like private. I don't keep anything anything secret in my own personal life. Therefore, nothing in my house is a secret. Like, you'll catch me, like, if Jeff and everybody is in here for D&D setting something up, and like I'm like, okay, I want to set this up, I need to go find tape or something. You'll catch me in Jeff's house opening drawers and like taking through like tape. I know the general area of it.
She knows not to go into two of them that are broken.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah,
but I always fix it. I always pull it open and like, fuck that, I forgot this is the broken one. But I fix it.
I need to fix it, but it's a whole ordeal.
Okay. Let's see. This is a weird question that was on the list, but I can't remember if you and I had talked about this already. I know that we had one session where we talked about religion, and we kind of touched base on, like, you believe in spirits but don't necessarily believe in an afterlife.
Yeah.
Do you believe in, like, Satan or the devil? Like, do you think that is a thing that does exist?
No, because that would involve me believing there's an afterlife.
Well, okay. Is your family is sort of religious, right?
My dad is, or was, before
COVID? Before it all went down to shit?
You said COVID? No, before.
Because I feel like everybody always says before COVID, and I'm like, what?
No, this is like before me. Like,
before you?
Like, he was an altar boy, and he was Catholic and
I remember you
stuff.
saying that. So,
And then
do you
after
think
he
he
got
still believes in,
after he got back from the army and stuff.
Oh, well, just but bro, being in the army changes you.
Just saying,
you see some shit.
He kind of just stopped.
But I mean, do you think he does not believe that there is a God anymore? Or do you think he's just not as religious? So, like, believing in something and having faith, like believing something without it and any evidence, that's faith. That's what the whole religion is based off of. But there's faith, and then there's religious practice. Faith just kind of gets tangled in there sometimes, but I can have like faith in saying like, oh yeah, I do believe there's a higher power and higher entity, but I'm not religious in the sense of I'm going to church and doing all the practices that Christianity does or Catholics do or Lutherans do or whatever. I don't do any Buddhist stuff, you know, although I do. You do?
I think everybody do's.
There's
a book about it.
Anyway, I do a lot, there we go, so I don't have to say that again, of like spiritual stuff myself. But just because I do a lot of spiritual practices, does that mean I believe in a higher being? Not necessarily. So, like, those things don't go hand in hand, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm asking, like, you don't have to believe that there's an afterlife to believe that there is an evil, quote, entity that people label as devil or spirit, because that's, like, in all corners of the world, they say that there's something, like, a devilish type.
I mean, every sort of...
I'm
pretty sure every religion has a anti...
yeah, you have a white and the black, like, you know what I mean, like the yin and yang. Yeah,
that's every
the light and the dark. So
has a protagonist.
Yeah, so like you would say that you don't believe that there's anything like that.
I never said I don't believe. It's just like I don't.
Excuse me.
Like I said, like you said, at the beginning of this, I'm skeptical.
Dude, I'm sorry. Micah just made a jab at me, and
I'm sure it was called for.
Well, it was when I said I make myself at home. And he's like, yeah, that's why I always meet you at the door. Anyway, but...
Like I said, I want to, just... I'm not like my brother. My brother's just a extreme atheist.
Ah, okay.
And I feel like my dad's becoming one.
I didn't know your brother was an atheist.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
One of our coworkers has been having kind of a tough time. And the other day, he was talking about how he wants to go to church. so that way he can kind of stop being so obsessed over money and like being so upset about losing money or spending money or X, Y, and Z. And I was like, and you think church is like the right place to go for that?
Yeah, so that's...
They literally ask you for 10% when you walk in the door, bud.
Yeah, so that sounds more like a therapy.
Yeah. There you go. And, you know, he just thinks that church is free therapy.
It's not.
So, that's a thing. Oh my god. So, Victoria, her birthday is in February. It's like a couple days before yours. And she wants to potentially go to a restaurant where it only seats 8 people. It's just 8 people in the entire restaurant. And it's $295 a person. A person. And you get like a 15-course meal, and it's like some of the best food you will ever eat, apparently. Do you think that's worth it?
$300 a person.
Yeah.
Including tip.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the logistics of it all. I was just told what I just told you is all I know.
15-course meal. Do you think you can eat a 15-course meal?
But it probably isn't like a giant portion each time.
It can't be a giant portion each time if you're expected
but it's supposed to be like...
What are the 15 courses? Like...
Sure, you want me to look it up?
You have like appetizer, sub-appetizer, super appetizer, pre-entree,
have you
entree,
ever been to a...
post-entree.
Post-entree.
Post-entree. Second lunch, or second dinner.
All right, let's see.
I just don't... Because you have to have a salad, an appetizer.
But do you think an experience like that is worth it?
Worth $300?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this. As probably one of the biggest foodies you know, I would probably try it once because I love food that much.
I would want the experience. But here's the thing that's kind of keeping me back is... What's it called?
Because like I said, I'm a chicken wing connoisseur. I'm a Philly steak connoisseur.
And I don't think all that's on the menu.
It's not.
You know?
But like I said, I have my things where like I have had so many of these things that I consider myself a liaison of some food that I love.
I really don't remember what it's called, but regardless,
I do love me some chicken wings.
I would just want to do it for the experience. However, here's what's getting me.
15. There better be a steak on there.
Well, I want at least 3 desserts.
Wagyu, and there's gonna be at least.
I want at least 3 desserts. I want.
But here's another thing.
3. So I want 12 normal, and I want 3 desserts.
Here's the other thing: is when it comes to desserts, I'm picky.
Well, you don't have a choice in what you get.
That's what I'm saying. So like.
But they do say that you get some of the freshest like seafood too, like you will ever have. And I don't like seafood, but I'm willing to try it because of how quote good this restaurant is.
I like some seafood. Like I don't fuck with oysters.
No.
Because they're
Please
just
don't
like
give me an oyster.
they're like boogers.
Don't give me an oyster.
You're eating a booger. I don't like that.
It.
I don't like octopus or squid.
Calamari?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Sometimes
that rubbery.
No, well, when it's deep fried, I kind of like it.
Still, like you bite through the batter and then you get that rubbery like.
Sometimes.
Not a fan.
I've only tried it a couple times and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad.
Like scallops, not a big fan of scallops.
No, not at all. However, again, this is my downfall. Is what if it's a wine tasting as well? So I'm not going to be able to participate. So I'm getting less than what everybody else is getting because I'm not going to start drinking just because I want to go to a restaurant and spend $300 per plate or per person, you know what I mean? So that's another thing. I was kind of like, well, is it going to be worth it for me if everybody else is doing?
Have you Googled it and looked at the wine as one of the course like?
I'm just gonna text Victoria real quick.
No, just look.
I did. I tried and I couldn't remember what it was called.
Is it like the liquid breakfast or liquid appetizer? Or you get a wine, and then afterwards you get a port wine. You get some Pinot Grigio.
But I don't get any of that.
I know,
that's the thing. And I asked her.
I'm just trying to figure out these 15 courses because that's a lot of courses.
I know. As soon as she texts me back, we'll touch back on this because she did read it to me. She did. I was like, they better.
Out? Huh? You blacked out? Don't remember any of it?
Oh, I blacked out after she said the price, and that's and I heard like a white noise, and I was like, I have to go, but how am I gonna make the money? Oh my God! Speaking of, on our K-pop podcast, we were talking about how we got into Stray Kids and like stuff like that, and I just blurted out. I interrupted somebody as we were speaking because I've never done that before.
You never ever in your whole life interrupted somebody while they're speaking, just blurting shit out.
Nope. And you see how I waited for you just now?
Yeah. That's why I was actually taking more time, like pausing to see if you would do it in the middle of me saying it, because gaslighting a whole entire audience right now.
I would never do that. See how I waited again? Yeah. No, regardless. She was in the middle.
Regardless.
She's in the middle of telling her story, and I was like, oh my God, did you see Warped Tour was coming? My friends and I just bought VIP tickets. And then I looked at the camera, I was like, $60 a month, baby. And I was like, I'm like advertising for Warped Tour, but I also don't know if that guest list is.
Or even if it's not, we're going.
VIP, baby.
I was like, there's not even like.
You can't stop me.
I was like, there's no way it's gonna suck.
It can.
But it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be as good as the leaked guest list.
But what if it is?
That's
gonna be worth it.
That's
That'll be so worth it.
Like, what if it is?
But what if it is?
This is the only festival I ever go to, so. Like, I went to Warped Tour every year for 6-7 years.
Because it's always worth it.
It's always one day, and it's always just.
No, it's a couple days. This one we bought 2 days.
I know. I'm saying the normal Warped Tour that used to come here on.
I thought it was always like a weekend thing, so you could go all 3 days. You get a 3-day pass. I thought it was a weekend.
It is a weekend thing, but I always went one day.
I only went one day too.
The one day of the people that I wanted to see.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I couldn't do that Sun 3 days in a row or 2 days in a row. Like, I always went Saturday, Sunday.
I would die.
We're about to do that, so.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
I'm going both days. If I paid this much money, I'm going both days.
Yeah.
You best believe I'm going to go both these days.
And I'm going to use that VIP port potty that no one else is using.
Like a lot.
Unless it's like an indoor one, then it's really worth it.
Well, it's probably one of those nice air conditioning ones that are like the trailer they pull up.
Oh yeah. Like when Hard Rock has it. Did you and Jeremy go to that football game on Sunday?
Hmm.
How was it?
The party deck that he got for free.
Oh.
Was great.
I didn't know he got a party deck.
Yeah, the tickets that they give away to our department.
I didn't know it was
you get 2 free drinks.
Oh.
You get pizza at halftime.
Oh, okay.
All included.
I didn't know it was like that.
It was a little It's like a little party deck. It was fun. Like, I had a great time. Those tickets were awesome. And it's like.
Was it a good seat?
Yeah, second level. I have pictures of that too.
Yeah, let me see. Because
my pictures,
I do like a good spot to view. You know what I mean?
As far as that, it was good. It was a good.
Oh, that is nice. Is that? Let me see.
You don't know the 2 people behind him.
No, I thought the person in the middle was Robbie for a second, and I was like, Robbie went?
No, that's.
I thought that's who it was, and I was like, I can't believe
But
Robbie
also,
went.
Look at this one. Not the guy in the back, but.
That's a good picture. Oh, of course. He was there. He be getting all. He's like, there's a 3rd ticket. I'll just take every single 3rd ticket.
Patty's drunk ass got him into. Got all of them, everybody into the club, the Light Party deck.
Of course she did. It's Patty.
Without tickets. It was like me and Jeremy had the tickets, but Patty and Chucky got in. Also got Brad in.
Yeah, well, it's Patty.
Yeah.
Patty works magic everywhere she goes. It's kind of crazy.
And we didn't get there in time.
I didn't get that when I was born.
I mean, you can talk.
Not
like that.
No.
Because, like I said, they were giving away the first 25,000 people got hats, so we were not in time for that because we were drinking in the parking lot.
Which, I mean.
So Patty's one goal was to get Jeremy a hat because he really wanted one.
Did he? Did she?
Of course.
Oh. She just took it off someone's head.
No, she talked to the guy and gave it to her. And then when she came back and started talking to me and Jeremy, the wife of the guy made him move seats and switch with the girlfriend, the friend that was a girl, to sit next to Patty.
Interesting. But
well, because Patty's a flirt. Obviously, you're not going to get a hat from just being Patty, but you're going to flirt.
But She works magic everywhere she goes.
That's the power of.
That's the Patty of. That's the power of Patty.
Patty's power.
It sounds like it'd be like a Wonder Twins activate. Power of Patty.
Patty.
Anyway. Okay. So sorry. I just really cannot stay on topic to save my
life. That is the glory of this podcast, is we stay on topic for...
Anything? Never?
Nothing. Ever.
Literally never. Okay. There's so many questions that I have a bunch of tabs open for questions.
Is that your brain or that on your phone?
No, well, what I'll do is I'll ask you one question and then we go down a rabbit hole because then it gets me going when I talk to you about a question. Let's see.
I saw that meme once.
Oh my God! Wait, can you tell the people at home what you do with trick-or-treaters?
Oh, this is the first year that Patty will not be here with me.
That's crazy.
But it changes nothing. I will still be
judging these children.
I will still be dressed up with my dog, handing out candy. My favorite thing to do is judge children's costumes.
Oh my God.
The better costumes get more candy. The crappy costumes get one. In previous years.
Don't send your kid here.
In previous years, we used to have a whole bucket of full-size bars. If you were really good, you showed up with a Master Chief or a Mega Man.
Oh, so it has to appeal to you.
Yeah, I'm the judge. It's just like that stupid Taskmaster thing we did.
First of all,
the judge is the judge.
You need to watch that show. I'm already on season 10.
The Taskmaster, I'm not watching the show.
No, but it's really good.
Okay, there's so many shows that I have to watch that's
just put it in the background.
Not even on my list.
Just put it on the background. Just put it in the background.
I have to.
When you're driving.
All my free. No.
Yeah. Just put it in the background when you're driving.
No, I'd rather watch Critical Role or JJK. So.
Where are you at with that?
I'm still in the same place I was last time. I think 10 episodes in season 2.
What a bad place to stop. Dude, that's so... I can't believe you haven't just... I watched all of season 2 in 2 days. Because I just was eating it up, and thank God I had those 2 days off.
I have not much free time. Well, the free time I do have, I spend with Patty.
As you should.
Or doing something else. Or editing our podcast.
Which is the best part of our channel.
Yeah. Or editing D&D or doing all that stuff. This week we don't have D&D, so I will have 2 extra days where I don't have to edit. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm still editing last week's episode because I was like, I'm in no rush because we're not filming next week, so I have extra time to. And it just so happens it is the most chaotic episode because there was a child involved. So I'm editing every second of that episode because I have to try to cut out the screams in the background.
What screams?
The screams of a child.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay. What is something that you were super scared of as a kid? What was your biggest fear as a kid? Sorry. Go ahead.
Spiders. But I've gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm older and I can identify what's going to hurt me and what's not going to hurt me.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that I'm still not scared. One's going to be in my... Because my dad got bit... we were talking about my dad got bit by a brown recluse in his jacket going to work. So... Still...
How could it be in Australia, man?
Yeah, I just don't...
The giant ones?
The big... The huntsman spiders. Bigger than that. That's just the head. Huntsman spiders this big.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're looking that up.
Huntsman spiders.
How big would you say it is? I'd say
huntsman spider is going to be I'd say 2 foot.
I was gonna say 2 feet, but that's 2 feet.
2 foot, yeah.
Let's see. You think it's half of your body?
2 foot. It's like this.
Oh.
2 foot.
Oh, these guys are so creepy. These are the spiders that were in the fucking game. Oh. All right. Sorry. All right. Size.
Yeah, huntsman spiders are...
No way.
Ginormous.
Yeah, but it's not as big as we thought. There has to be... It is the largest known spider by leg span. And it says it's 12 inches. That's a foot.
From tip to tip or just...
It says leg span. And then its body is about 2 inches.
There's no way.
I know.
2 inches is like
I've
this.
seen people take bowls like this to cover the spider. So, like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Let's see. Because we have a lot of wolf spiders in Tampa. Or, like, in Florida.
Yeah, wolf spiders are, I feel like, this big.
Yeah. But they're
like
just
that's 2
creepy
inches.
looking. But they're just, like, they're just fluffy.
Yeah, fuzzy.
I don't like it at all.
Because what you're describing, that's like a tarantula. Tarantulas are like that big.
Yeah. Okay, oh, you know what? Let's look that up. Huntsman spider
Compared to tarantulas?
versus tarantula. Let's see. Well, first of all, first question is who would win, huntsman spider or tarantula? What do you think?
Huntsman spider.
All right, let's see.
Bigger fangs. Tarantulas don't even put down humans.
They can? Don't they have venom?
They do, but
Tarantula, I think. So listen, this is what it says. The outcome of the confrontation between the two spiders can depend on various factors: size, behavior, venom, and defensive strategies. Tarantulas are generally larger and heavier than huntsman spiders. Adult tarantulas can weigh several ounces. Dude, I've had a friend one time say that the spider... It was Hannah. Hannah said that the spider was placed in her hand, and she said it literally went... Because it was that heavy. Like, you placed it in her hand, and her hand went down. She was like, you need to get this fucking thing off me. Get off me right now.
well, they're also a lot more compact.
Dude. Oof. Huntsman spiders are known for their speed and agility. They are active hunters, hence the name. Spiders are more... they use ambush tactics.
For tarantulas.
It
Use
says...
ambush tactics, right?
In general, if they were to confront each other, a tarantula might have the advantage due to size and strength. What? Like, what is this picture that I... Like, this looks huge to me, does it not? Does that not look huge? That's huge. That's the corner of the garage. There's no way.
That's that.
But, I mean, if you were to take a ruler, a full ruler, and put it up there and say that's a spider, that'd be kind of big.
I just don't... Yeah, I've seen pictures like that.
Like, it would be like this. Imagine seeing a spider this size in your garage. Hello?
Okay, so the
Look.
world's largest spider is a Goliath bird eater.
That's right! Stop. How big is it? And also, look. Look, imagine if you had a spider this big in the corner.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
And this is what? Maybe 7 inches? Holy shit.
Size can grow...
What's going on here, guys?
5.5 inches.
5.5 inches?
Yeah.
The Goliath spider?
Yeah.
We just said the huntsman spider was 12 inches. What's the internet? What's the T internet? Because it's not telling me facts, straight facts.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It says top speed for a huntsman spider is 3 feet per second. That's crazy.
That's pretty quick.
That's crazy.
I just don't understand. Like, what is the haps? Because
Why am I not getting actual...
5 inches.
5 inches is not... That's not even the size of my palm to... That's not 5 inches. You think your hand is 5 inches? From here to here... You're going to get a ruler? Get your cane. Get your cane.
I have my cane.
Yes! Oh, I love this. Science, everybody.
Science.
No, for real. So my thing is like, so why are some things saying the huntsman spiders are huge? Like, Australia has some crazy ass shit.
Well, I watched a video today. Funny story. It was golfing in Australia.
Golfing?
There was somebody golfing, and like as they teed off, they started walking. A badger chases a large
Not the honey
cobra
badger.
out of the woods, and the cobra just like sits, attacks the
The honey badger don't give a shit.
attacks the tee off where you tee off from.
Uh-huh.
They just attacks it and like sits there, and you see the badger in the background like looking at it.
Stop! What was that meme that was a while ago about the honey badger? Do you remember that? Honey badger don't give no shit. I think that's what it was.
They don't give no shit.
They really don't. Let's see.
All right.
Okay, so
it is. Yeah, 7 inches.
So, but your hand is 7 inches.
Yeah.
And it's saying that it was 5.5 inches.
Yeah, I just don't understand how this math ain't mathing with how long these
No. Exactly. So let's see.
It says.
See, this one says the Goliath spider has a 12-inch leg span, so from leg to leg. Can you pull that back up again, please?
Yeah.
So do 12 inches, like it would be leg to leg. If it was to sit there and spread out, what would be 12 inches? But I mean, just look at that. That's crazy. Imagine if you saw a spider like that just chilling in your garage.
Yeah, that's like
insane. That. See, that spider, that's not 5 inches. That's not.
No, that's biggest.
That's insane. Insane. Okay, so one of the questions about this is from the Dallas World Aquarium. Somebody asked if their Goliath spiders are aggressive or not. And it says they are very aggressive. And they give off a warning sound. What is that? Tarantula. What? No, this is a tarantula.
It's a Goliath bird-eating tarantula.
So it's in the tarantula species?
It's in the tarantula family? I think because all that hair.
Dude, so also, the Goliath eating spider, the Goliath bird eating spider, throws hairs off its abdomen to warn people and makes a sound, a warning sound. Tell me that's not crazy. Do you want to hear what the sound is?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's look it up. I'm kind of nervous. Are you kind of nervous? I don't know why this is turning
Okay, so the body length is 5.5 inches. But leg to leg is a foot.
Oh. Micah
said... The husband spider's number 2.
Micah said, you talking about Little Princess? No. I would never. I very much enjoy Lily. Yeah. I wanna visit Australia, mate. But I'm not going there, and you're not putting me near any spiders. You better land me in that airport and point me.
King baboon spider.
What? This is... Hold on. Goliath bird eating...
Number 6 on the list is the king baboon spider.
What does that look like?
You don't want to know.
Is it ugly? Stop. I can't handle it.
We're just diving deep in. See, we're talking about fears. This one's called the face-sized tarantula.
Okay, we have to be quiet so I can turn up the sound on this real quick.
I'm going to demonstrate the sound a big girl makes when she's moving.
Oh my god, it sounds like it's playing the maracas. Is it doing this?
Hold on, no.
Is it doing this?
It's just walking, and he's trying to antagonize it.
Oh. Is it doing the
hold on.
The Jeremy?
I think he's trying to... This is its legs just on sand. It hasn't...
Sounds like a baby rattle.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it does sound like a baby rattle.
Oh my god. Why do people have these as a pet? I don't understand. Ooh. I'm okay. What?
You're a mini freak out that's going on over there.
Well, why are you...
I think it's a full-blown freak out, actually.
Dude, I mean, like my spine's twitching. That's what it feels like. I can't handle that. I really can't. Woo.
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, seriously, what do you think?
Okay, so that's what I'll talk once again.
Well, I mean, we asked about your biggest fear as a child, but would you say that's still like one of your biggest fears?
No.
What's your biggest fear now? An alligator?
No, I don't fear alligators at all.
I don't either. Isn't that kind of weird?
Well, like I've literally tapped one in the ass, told it to get the fuck away from my golf ball.
Well, I saw this one video of a guy taking a frying pan, and he was like, "Get on!" And the alligator opened its mouth, and the guy swatted it, and the alligator quickly backed the fuck up and ran.
Well,
and he was like, "Get on out of here!"
The old man dove in the fucking lake and saved his puppy.
Dog. But I mean, no fear there.
Yeah,
that guy was
flight or fight. I was not. You ain't getting my goddamn dog.
No, dude. Okay, so listen, I got a notice in my community that there was an alligator spotted. So now whenever I go to that tall grass by where that stream is that's behind my house,
Yeah.
I like am constantly like looking, and like just the other day Jasper like heard a noise and she kind of tried to like go into the grass, and I instantly was like, no, I can't find a gator.
Come back
I can't
here,
do it.
stupid.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy that we don't like fear gators the way we should. You know what I mean?
It's not that I don't fear them. It's just that like
I mean, it would scare me if it was coming at me to try to get me.
Well, they hunt at night, and as long as you're not fucking with them at night, like we were walking through Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah.
And like it was nighttime, and I'm never there at night because it's never open at night.
Mm-hmm.
There's just gators like with their head out.
You can see their eyes.
Yeah, and just seeing their eyes and like sitting on
but
the
you
side.
can see the eyes of spiders too in wet grass. Isn't that crazy? And it looks like dewdrops. You ever seen that?
No.
That's kind of crazy. You've never seen that, but you could tell the difference because the way that it reflects off the eyes. Okay, question. What do you think is the most poisonous animal in the world? What would be your guess?
Most poisonous animal in the world.
Yeah, and I'll give you a hint. It's probably not something you would normally think of. So try to think outside the box. This is crazy. I would have never thought of this. This would never even
Most
been in my
poisonous animal in the world, not a spider or a
snake.
Snake.
So obviously those two are out. So
obviously those two are going to be your first.
That was anybody's first guess. Dude.
Jellyfish? Portuguese man o' war?
What was that second thing you said?
Portuguese man o' war?
What is that?
You know what a Portuguese man o' war is?
No.
Okay. That's a jellyfish, but like...
Oh, it's a type of jellyfish.
Deadly jelly. It's like the most... It looks like oil. It's really, really cool looking. And the fact that you don't know what it is...
That's how they get you. Well, I don't go in the ocean. I don't go to the beach.
Okay. So I wanted to be... A fun fact about me. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was younger.
Oh.
Because
really?
I love the ocean, I love animals, I love all this stuff.
You can't catch me in there.
And then you just find out that you don't make any money, and I said, fuck that.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So, not doing that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. The Portuguese man o' wars, Google that. Really cool looking there.
Can you Google it? I have something else. I want to read this to you.
All right, hold on. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, so the most poisonous animal is the blue ring octopods. So octopuses, that's what it says. It's a venom that is extremely toxic to humans. It says it doesn't cause as many fatalities as snakes and spiders, but it's only because they don't come into contact with humans that much. So like spiders and snakes have more fatalities because we're on land with them.
Yeah, nobody sees these octopus.
Other animals that are poisonous are cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish, yeah.
Yeah, aren't lionfish?
Lionfish are too.
And we're supposed to kill them if we see them because they're like an invasive species to us. Oh, that is cool. It looks like an alien almost.
Yeah,
hold on.
They're really cool looking, but they're the most deadly jellyfish there are.
Could you? Wow! Look at this picture. That looks like it just crawled right up on the land. Could you, pick it up after it's dead?
No.
You're supposed to. All of it's poisonous. It's not just the tentacles.
The tentacles are. You can touch the head.
That's what I'm saying. That like fin thing that it has.
Yeah, these are all pictures of when they washed up on land and died. But like, I've seen that out like deep sea fishing. I've seen Portuguese man o' wars because it looks really cool.
Is it out here in Florida?
Yeah.
Off the coast?
It's deep. Yeah, they don't come within land.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I've been stung by a jellyfish before, and it's not fun.
I think my uncle.
It was not. It was not a Portuguese man o' war. I'll tell you that right now.
Tell me about what it felt like to get stung by a jellyfish.
It hurt like fucking. It felt.
You ever been stung by a bee?
Imagine that, but instead of being one spot, it's your whole stomach.
Wait, you got it on your stomach?
Oh, this whole stomach was black and blue.
Did it get inflamed? It was just like black and blue?
Yeah.
What was it like the next day? How'd you get it to... Are you supposed to piss on it?
It doesn't work like that. That's a myth. But vinegar will get rid of it.
Is it a myth?
Yeah. I've done some research.
I looked into it.
It's a myth.
Wow. You know what Would you say that you're scared of the dark? Like, could you walk through a pitch black room?
I wouldn't want to. I'm not scared of the dark as much as I probably would consider myself scared of the dark.
I'm terrified of the dark.
I always have to have like
Always.
something.
There's lights on in my apartment right now. I'm not even home.
There's always got to be some kind of like light, because I
Always.
don't
Even if it's like a little nightlight on the wall.
well, like my PlayStation puts off light.
Yeah.
My fan puts off light. Like there's
Yep.
got to be something where my eyes can adjust.
Yep.
So I can see.
Yep.
Because
I always have my TV on. Always when I'm sleeping.
yeah.
No matter.
Well,
Even if
I used to be like that, but I don't do that anymore.
No, I have to. Like I think one of my biggest fears is walking into a pitch black room. I was scared of the dark. I think I formed my fear of the dark because my parents would come and wake me up while I was sleeping, but scare me awake and then leave. Like I'd be sleeping in my room and they'd come in and scare me awake. That's why I'm such a light sleeper, because I can literally hear you. I could hear you walk on the carpet, but you know who's been getting past me like a fucking ninja, and I never hear her wake up? Katie, because we share a bed when she spends the night, and I have never heard her not once. That little girl is so quiet in the morning. I don't even hear her alarm, because the moment it goes, duh, duh, she's already got it. Like she's already up on it, and I have not heard her like nothing. She said she's had a coughing fit last night, and I was like, it must have been the quietest coughing fit you've ever had. Like that.
I got the black lung pop.
I got the black lung. Stop. But that woman's been getting past me left and right. Seriously, that's it's crazy to me. But I would say one of my biggest fears right now is probably like being in the dark.
I mean,
just a pitch black room.
That's,
Like if the
that's
light,
rational. Like I said, I don't know what person would just be like, hey, I'm cool with.
Well, some
not
people
being-
don't. Some people are not scared of the dark at all.
It doesn't make sense, because like, who would be okay with not knowing what's next to you? Like,
Ashley's on here, and I wonder if she. Ashley, tell me if you're scared of the dark or not. Like how, like when you go to bed at night, do you have to have a light on or something? Because I do. I have to. Like I said, like right now, I have my kitchen light on, which is always on 24/7.
like I don't have to have a light on.
Oh, I do.
'cause there's light other places. My light,
It's not enough. I'm so blind though.
My
I
eyes,
need it.
my eyes eventually adjust. I have to have sound though.
Ah. Well, what do you play when you sleep? Oh, the fan.
Fan.
I guess.
I have
That's not
my-
good enough for me.
I have my Dyson going. 10. At 10.
My
blowing.
Dyson.
My Dyson. Because
No.
like I don't want to be alone with my thoughts, you know.
I
It's
like
too
my
quiet.
thoughts.
My quiet.
My thoughts are funny. Come on. If funny was one of the stats, you'd give me a high funny. I'd be high up there. Not a nat 20
not
funny.
a nat
No,
20.
I'm not.
Not a nat 20 funny.
I won't take that. I will refuse it. I rebuke that.
Well, that's you, but that's not your thoughts. Like I just don't.
No, my thoughts are. Where do you think this comes from? You think it's just? Oh,
Well,
you think it's thoughtless?
Yeah.
You don't think there's anything?
The humor's thoughtless. I've
Yeah, it's just like-
also heard some shit come out of your mouth that
Hey,
I'm
what,
like,
what?
what is your brain thinking of?
Like what? Like what? Give me an example. He's making it up.
Or just the story, like all the scenarios you bring. Like, what if this and this happens? Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
I think outside the box.
why the fuck are you thinking about stuff like that?
Well, that's why we're all so different here. Knock thinks outside the box.
Knock is outside the box.
There's no box
There's
around
no box.
him.
Like
There's no box anywhere near him. He doesn't know what a box is. You said
the
box?
A box is just a circle, and it's not even close.
No, it's nowhere near.
Yeah, there's no box for knock. Like the shit he says is just like
I think Knock is
so outlandish.
Knock is one of the funniest people that I know right now. But he's only funny because of the stupid shit that he says or how serious he says something.
What's funny is he's not
trying.
He's not everybody's cup of tea. Like,
Apparently not. But
there's a lot of people that wouldn't think he's funny.
No, but I'll tell you what. Knock might not have like a lot of friends outside of like D&D. Like I don't think he really hangs out with a lot of people. But I think we are so lucky that Knock is our friend, because he, like when he comes to events, even if it's like not D&D related, he is always so funny, so social. Like I'm very lucky to have all of my friends, but I think we as a group, Knock really adds a lot to it.
Well, just like at Comic-Con when he's running around.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's fearless. He doesn't give a shit.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
he'd be like, here's a quest, go finish it, and then
Walk away.
and then talk to him. He's like, I have social anxiety.
Yes, yes. That's so good.
And then peace out into the
fade into the Homer Simpson bush that's not even there.
In the bush.
And they're like, what's that guy doing? Anyway, God, yeah. So I think Knock's pretty fucking funny too. Like I think he's one of the funnier ones out of all of us. I mean, I'm obviously the funniest, but and then I think Knock comes into a close second. So. That's where I would think. Okay. I know we talked about dreams earlier. Do you think that you dream a lot? Like, can you remember your dreams when you wake up?
Some. And they say the only time you remember your dreams is if you got woken up in the middle of it. Well, no, that's not true. That can't be true. That's what they say.
Because when I naturally wake up, I still remember my dreams. I remember almost every dream I have. Like, I can talk to you about my dreams. It's like one time I
remember most of them, but like there's some that I don't. Like I said, I listened to that whole. There's like a podcast or something where I talk about like when you get woken up, you remember it, but like if you sleep all the way through and you have a good night's sleep, like you're in REM sleep, you won't remember your dream.
One time I had a thought, and I was like, what if the multiverse was real? Is there somebody in Twitch?
No.
No one? I'm just curious.
No, it's literally just...
It's just us? Because I got Ashley. Oh, Ashley says she has to have some kind of noise while she sleeps.
Always some kind of noise.
It can't be pitch black and it can't be silent.
We bring a fan to... Because Patty's brother doesn't have a fan in the room that we sleep in. And, like, there's just quiet. So we bring our own fan to plug it in.
Yeah.
Just so we have some...
Can't do that. I can't.
You have to have some kind of noise. Because I can't listen to, like, the...
Nothingness.
The noises of, like...
The world around you.
The house. Or, like, outside, or, like... Because my mind would be like, what the fuck was that?
I just can't. All of it creeps me out. And I always, for some reason, think that something's going to get me when it's quiet versus when it's noisy. Which makes no sense, right? But it kind of does.
It's just...
But it kind of does.
It's all about your brain, and your brain's the most... Like we said at the beginning of the show, the brain is like one of the craziest things on this planet is a human brain, because they still can't figure it out. And I don't think
you never will. We never will.
There's no way you figure out why this works.
Yeah.
And how it controls all of this, and how it remembers everything, and how dementia and Alzheimer's and all this shit that happens to the brain. They can only find ways to subdue it or try to make it better, but they don't know why it happens to some people and not it's the craziest shit.
One time I thought to myself, what if...
Hey, there's somebody on Twitch.
What if...
Jeremy's here.
Jeremy Harrison Dallaire?
Jeremy Harrison Dallaire.
Yeah. Did you know Harrison was his middle name?
Nope.
Do you know why Harrison's his middle name? No, of course not, because you didn't even know his middle name. Sorry. Harrison is his mom's maiden name, so that's how they tied his mom's name into his name.
It's weird.
I know. Anyway, what
Joseph's my grandfather's name.
Jeff?
I never met Joseph. Jeffrey Joseph Corns.
Joseph. My grandfather's name was Clyde. I thought that was kind of cool. But everybody called him Barry because his middle name was Barry. Clyde Barry.
Clyde Barry is a cool name.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Clyde is pretty cool. I don't know.
I think
why.
Clyde Barry. It sounds like
But his name was Clyde Barry Balthrop.
Clyde Barry Balthrop.
That sounds like a Western almost.
Well, Clyde Barry sounds like I'm just getting Flash. He looks like a Flash character.
Oh well, because isn't it
It's
Holy shit! Are we fans?
Barry Allen.
Yeah, thank you.
But Clyde Barry.
Clyde Barry. Clyde Barry on it. I'm the detective on scene today. Clyde
Barry, what happened here?
Clyde Barry, you come over here right now.
You come over right here, right now. Mm. You get out of that tree right now.
Clyde Barry, you come down here right now. And my family was from Texas, so that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
My grandmother's name.
I keep forgetting that your family's from Texas.
My great grandma's name was Irma Mickey.
Oh.
Irma Mickey. We always called her Mickey.
I hate the name because hurricane.
How dare you? My great grandmother was a wonderful woman.
I mean, it's not her fault that they named a terrible storm after her.
Well, she beat the shit out of her children, so maybe they did.
Maybe there was some insight.
Maybe they really knew her.
There was some insight in the weather community.
Back to my fucking thought, brother. What's Jeremy saying?
So that's a member of my family.
Who? Harrison? Who's he talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Jeremy?
Jeremy, can you clarify? Jeremy, if you want to call into the show.
Yeah, say please. We have Jeremy on line 1.
Yeah, we have a caller on line 1.
All right, back to your main thought. I forgot. We got sidetracked.
I know where I'm at.
Once again.
No. It's still about the dreams because I didn't finish that thought. What if when we were dreaming, what if the multiverse was actually like a real concept? And when we're dreaming.
Well, they're pretty. They're
confident that it is?
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. What if in our dreams, when you dream about yourself doing something that's like pretty realistic, not something like you're like Wizard of Oz in a house in a tornado flying somewhere, but like a realistic scenario. What if that's you visiting another multiverse of yourself?
Well, there's a lot of multiverses of me playing football then.
It very well could be, right? That you could have been one of your multiverses. You could have made it.
I have a lot of dreams where I play football, but it's mostly like back.
You never know. Time's irrelevant. It's not like this. It's like this. Like this, not like this. You know? Somebody was like, one time, I was talking to somebody about time and like how the thought process behind time. And they're like, right now the pyramids are still being built while we're talking right now.
In an alternate universe? In
just time in general. And they were like, time is a giant big web of things happening, not just one line of things happening. We had a really big discussion about it because my brain was not handling that.
Well, yeah, because time travel, the people are like, oh, nobody's learned time travel yet. And they're like, well, that's not true. You can't time travel to the past yet. Time travel in the future is easy.
Wake up tomorrow?
No. So time gets dilated when you're in space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
you know what would suck?
What's even crazier, I just watched this, because I like every time me and you have this podcast, I kind of bring up the Neil deGrasse Tyson that I watch all the time. The Earth's core is like 2,000 years younger than the crust.
Isn't that crazy?
Like,
wait, younger or older?
Younger.
Are you sure?
Because it's been slower. So once you...
The crust? Are you sure that's not the core that's older than the crust?
No.
Like what we're sitting on now
the
is
slower,
2,000.
The faster you move, the faster you go. Slower you move, the slower you go. So the Earth is spinning, the core is spinning slower, so it's aging at less time.
By 2,000 years.
The reason why you can go in space and like travel is because you're traveling so fast that you're speeding up.
Isn't this crazy? Like a crazy concept. I wish can we get Neil on here on the show?
We'll get him on one of the episodes.
I really do. I want to hear it.
Because like you can travel through a wormhole,
but they haven't made a wormhole big enough for a human to travel through. It's
only there's no way they can make sure that you're okay to go through a wormhole.
Did you make it?
Yeah, they're so.
It's like Aatrox with the rope.
Wormholes are so unstable. But that's why, like, I watched the movie Interstellar, and they talked about like how the movie Interstellar is like.
Yeah, Neil said it was like one of the most.
It's very accurate, and the fact that like when you're on a planet, that time's dilated as much. Like if it's bigger.
Well, I mean Jupiter's time it spins in like 14 days or no longer. It spins longer.
You lose time like when he was on that one planet for like 2 hours.
I've never seen Interstellar.
Oh God.
But go ahead.
Go watch that. Anyway,
I told you about Terrifier and how the woman got sawed in half.
Yeah, one of the planets he goes on, he's only on there for 2 hours. But because of time dilation and the way it works, when he comes off it, it's been 20 years.
No way.
10 years.
No way.
Yeah. So
I don't know about
he only
that.
felt like 2 hours, but when he came off of it, it's just like I said.
Isn't that a crazy thing?
It's just
crazy thought.
It's a mind fuck.
It really is, but our brain can handle it.
Jeremy's done too high for this. Actually,
Jeremy, you should be just high enough.
Yeah, just high enough. This is literally what Stoner's talking about.
This is what. Hey man,
like you think, yeah. Because like I said, that you can't time travel the past, but you can time travel the future. You need a spaceship that's able to.
This was my question. I asked you if you can remember your dreams, right? Do you remember the worst nightmare you've had? Like, do you remember a nightmare that really got you and you're like, damn, that was really fucking scary? I have one nightmare that has still stuck with me to this day, and I had it when I was a child.
Nothing crazy. Like, no. I was really afraid of ET at one point.
No.
I had a nightmare of ET when I was
No, you
little, and
didn't.
I couldn't even watch the movie
What?
afterwards.
Not
and, like,
ET.
ET, yeah, ET got me when I was a kid.
Not ET Phone Home.
Yeah, it's about.
No, it didn't.
Mhm.
Why?
I don't know. I had a nightmare when I was a kid.
About ET? What'd he do to you?
I just attacked. He was
He
coming after
attacked
me. He was
you?
coming after me
With what?
with his finger.
I see. I see where. I see where this all started. So, I've actually had 2 dreams.
But he never actually got me. Like, I woke
No,
up.
of course not. Why would he get you? I think the
No, I do not have an Uncle ET, and this is not not one of those videos. This is not a Diddy situation.
oh the what's the Johnson company? SE Johnson.
S.C. Johnson.
SE Johnson, a family company. When they found out Diddy got caught, the CEO was like, "Fuck!" When it's like all that baby
All
oil.
the baby oil. S.C. Johnson.
Yeah.
What a shit show.
I know. Oh, it looks like she's learned from Jasper.
Bitch, better calm down.
You better start opening doors. You better start opening the door, river girl.
You're gonna hang out with the mom.
So here's the nightmare I had. So we all know that I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. It's my favorite movie. I love it. I love the song. When I get married, I want to walk down the aisle to that song. Curtains open. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, that's good.
Come on, that's good, right? Anyway,
Clever girl.
regardless, I was in a Jurassic Park scenario, and it was just me and my friend, and I was hiding like underneath the table, whatever. T-Rex was coming after us, and my friend, in my dream, in my nightmare, rolled up into a carpet thinking that he could hide himself, and the T-Rex like I could like see it. The T-Rex like walked super slow, sniffed the carpet, and then slowly put the carpet in its mouth like in a creepy way. And I could just hear my friend start to sob. And then you could hear the crunch of my friend, and that's when I woke up. And I was like, that always stuck with me. And I think it was because I saw my friend get eaten. And I don't know who my friend was in the dream.
I would say, whatever friend it was in the dream, it's a terrible idea to go in the middle of a carpet.
But that, I don't know why, that really creeped me out as a kid. I woke up sobbing. I screamed for my mom. She did not come. She said, "You're like 10. This needs to stop. Don't turn on your TV either. Too late for you to watch cartoons," because it was Adult Swim. So I sat in my room sobbing about this T-Rex that doesn't exist. But that really got me.
It did exist.
Just like E.T. scared you as a kid, the movie that really scared me and that struck fear in me as to why I don't go in the ocean, Jaws. But I will say, I do love learning about sharks.
Well,
I love
I
Shark
think we've
Week.
talked about this before.
Yes, and
Because
when
Hank sold all of his scuba gear.
I didn't know. Wait, what?
My dad was a licensed scuba instructor.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, maybe you haven't.
Watch Jaws
And gave it up.
and sold all of his gear.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Wow.
Never did it again.
Well, I don't blame him because that movie scared the shit out of me.
Unlike alligators.
Oh, he's like, I'll go swim in the swamp any day. No
During
gear.
the day, yeah, like
No gear.
unlike alligators, sharks will fuck you up.
Sharks will fuck you up. You talk about a shark and it's already on its way.
Daytime, nighttime, it does not matter.
Well, Megalodon still exists. It does. It does. We only know 4% of the ocean. 10% maybe now by now.
That's big facts. Like I said, I want to be a marine biologist. We only.
We still don't know where great white sharks breed. Did you know that? We have no idea. We have tried to track them. Can't. Like the tracker somehow gets lost because they go so deep as to wherever they're going or wherever they're migrating to go breed. It's actually kind of crazy.
Well, they bang.
Where they bang. Like we know where they give birth.
They give birth,
but we don't know where
water.
they're going. Like they all seem to migrate. Because you've seen like giant pods? Yeah, pods of like hammerheads swimming together or whatever. And we get a lot of hammerhead pods coming through Florida, believe it or not. But
who are one of the most aggressive.
Oh, yeah, for real. But it's probably just because they can't see. They have no idea what the fuck's going on. Yeah. What the fuck? I understand their thought process. However, Jaws scared the shit out of me. But I will say, when they took, like, I was always terrified of going on the Jaws ride at Universal, but when they took that ride out, I sobbed because I loved that ride so much. But I think it's, I don't know, I don't understand it. There's something in my brain that is like, I'm terrified of sharks, but I love them so much. When I went to the aquarium and saw a shark for the first time in 2016, I sobbed. I was scared and happy at the same time.
And that's an aquarium. So that leads me to my question. Would you ever
No.
swim in a cage
No.
with sharks?
No. I would be terrified to even be on a boat next to a shark.
I
went on a cruise ship once and I saw a hammerhead and I had to walk away.
That's so cool.
I had to walk away.
I want to go shark diving in a cage.
No. Swimming with sharks?
That'd be really cool.
Didn't Megan just do that recently? Like within the past 6 months?
That'd be cool.
I think she did,
actually. I don't know if it's like, it's one thing to like swim with like the normal sharks. But like I remember, so as a person that loved the ocean for like my whole life, we went to Mexico.
Do you think you love the ocean because you were raised here?
I always thought funny fact, which you're gonna love because you're
I like funny facts.
an astrologist and all, or
I'm a silly girl.
you're into astronomy and all that shit. I always thought Aquarius was a water sign
Everybody thinks that.
because Aqua Aquarius, it just makes sense.
No,
And
we're
it's
the
a
water
wind-
bearers.
It's a wind.
Yep, we're air signs.
So
You
I
wanna know
always
why?
thought it was because I was an Aquarius that I
Yeah.
love the ocean so much, but it's not that.
Nope.
So
do
I
you know your big three?
I don't know what that
Your
is.
sun, your moon, and your rising?
No.
Do you know what time you were born and where?
Do
Do you know where you were born?
Yeah, Brandon Hospital.
And do you know kind of around what time, day, night?
Day
Day and night. What?
Overnight, like 5 a.m.
5 a.m., so like early morning. Oh, by the way, Victoria got back to me. The name of the restaurant is Koya. And it's a Japanese restaurant. Please hold.
A Japanese restaurant with 14 meals?
Let's see. It only seats 8, and you have to make the... it's a Michelin star restaurant, that's why. I mean, I would expect it to be if I'm paying that kind of price.
$300, it better be Michelin.
Yeah. These are like some of the food samples that you would get.
Oh my god, it's so tiny.
They are, but you'd get a bunch of them. So you'd eventually fill up. Looking like a chef on a 5-star Michelin. How about that?
No.
But the menu changes. It's not all the same. Those are just pictures they've taken. The menu is constantly changing.
I know, but they're so tiny. I like rich people.
You don't like small portions?
Yeah, rich people food irritates me.
I understand. I don't get why they're so small. Why?
Like I said, 14 fucking courses. It has to be small because you fill up on second breakfast.
Second breakfast. What about second breakfast?
I don't think he's heard of second breakfast.
Potatoes. All right, let's see. February 12th. What, 87, 86?
87.
Do.
Yeah, I don't get any of this whole like.
Okay, so Aquarians, we are we are air signs, and the reason we are air signs is because we are very aloof. So we're very weird, eccentric. We're constantly bouncing around from people, whatever. We can go with, not necessarily go with the flow, but we can hop around a lot and adapt to like what's going on around us. Even though we're a fixed sign, we can adapt to our environment, but who we are doesn't really change. Like we can go in somewhere and be ourselves, but still have a comfortable time in any environment. Does that
Always.
make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can always have fun somewhere.
Yeah, I'll always have fun no matter where I go. All right, Brandon. So we are about to find out what your son's we know your son's Aquarius. We're about to find out your moon sign and your rising sign. Your moon sign is like your emotional side, like who Jeff is by himself kind of thing, like it's supposed to be like your darker side, like why you react to certain things. And then your rising sign is supposed to be like your first impression. Like what's your first impression like?
So early morning, February 12th.
So your big three, and this is why you're so competitive. This is why you don't mind like being in big crowds, talking with people. You're not shy. It's because your moon sign's Leo, and that is one of the most like out there signs.
Well, I do. I mean, I do. I'm not a big, like, I am shy with people I don't know.
That's not true.
It is. Like, I can't go around.
Okay, I'm shy too.
I can't go around and talk to people like Knock does at Comic-Con. It weirds me out. Unless there's alcohol involved, then
Would you say I'm shy then?
I mean, you obviously, you won't do what Knock would do either.
Scarlett does it, so she's...
Scarlett does. Patty does. Like, Patty can talk to any fucking
Wait a minute. Are we putting me on a shy spectrum?
Well, you're as shy as I am.
I'm not. I don't feel like I'm shy.
You're not shy when it comes to friends or bartending, but like if you were handing out those scrolls, would you be able to just walk up to random people and be like, "Hey, this is a scroll. Well, go find us." To random people.
God, Micah kept trying to make me do it because he kept saying I was a honeypot, and I was like, "No, Knox are honeypot."
I said, I couldn't do that. And like when I
wouldn't want to.
And if I remember that, like the very very small amount of time I was single, I can't just walk up to a girl and start talking to them.
No.
Like it's not a thing. It's not like it's not my thing. So like I am shy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But like I can bartend. I can like.
I'm
like,
baffled right now.
If it was like somebody like Jennifer Lawrence is sitting right there, I couldn't talk to Jennifer Lawrence. But if she comes into my bar, I'm going to serve her and I'm going to be personable and talk to her and all this stuff. Because I guess it's because I have the.
Well, you have to. She comes to you and
say it's my bar, so like
Is Jeremy still in the chat? Because I want to know his opinion.
He's not.
I want to know his opinion. We need to text him. Can we get Jeremy on the line? Can you call Jeremy, please? Thank you. I was talking to our secretary.
Yeah, our secretary.
It's me. Hold on, let me get text him. Okay,
so I don't know, because like when it comes to like, if I'm at a football game, I can talk to anybody. Because I know we have similar interests.
Okay.
If I'm at Comic-Con, I can probably talk to anybody because I know we have similar interests.
Also, just so you know, your third sign, your rising sign, is a Capricorn. So you're air, fire, earth.
Well, I have done the research of like Aries and.
You're perfectly. Well, this is so weird because this is. Well, what's your feminine signs?
I ain't got none, girl.
Yeah, none. I got that chromosome. I got Y chromosome. It's split in half on your chart. So like some signs are more feminine than others, but that doesn't mean you're a feminine person. It just means that it's just to show how you're split. Like most of my signs in my chart are masculine, which is probably why I'm terrible at being a woman.
She almost wore a dress today, people. Almost, but it didn't come in the mail.
I wore a dress yesterday to work. And I wore a dress to my aunt's birthday dinner. That's 2 times in 1 year.
Well, you also wore it was the same dress you wore at Comic-Con?
Yeah. It's 3 times. 3 times in 1 year. And I wore a skirt to Comic-Con 4 times.
But you were dressed as a guy.
Both times. I was just all 3 out of 4. I was dressed like a guy.
You were wearing a
lot of people were weirded out. You know, a lot of people were weirded out that I was like gender bending like some of the. I was just like, okay, like you would know who I am if I had pants on. Really?
That's what throws you off.
That's what gets you, brother.
What's. That was the problem.
Yeah, for real. Jeremy said he thinks both of us can be shy in our own way. Please explain. Can you ask him to explain, please?
What's her name of her secretary?
Jolene.
Jolene.
Yeah.
Jolene.
Come on over here.
Ask him what's going on.
Go ahead and get Dolly over here.
Dolly, yeah.
Can I get another beer again? Our secretaries we have to have like redneck secretaries of some sort.
Redneck secretary?
Yeah, like southern secretaries. I want one to be a southern belle, and I want one to be white trash. And we employ all here.
Oh, love all, employ all.
Wow, that is such a theme I've never heard of. I ain't never heard that before.
Hooting and hollering over here, girl.
Oh my God, does that mean we're 2 of the shyest people in the group?
No, Micah.
And then we're right next to Micah?
Yes.
Not me.
Micah's number 1. Micah's number 1. I'm number 2. You're number 3. Because Jeremy's out.
Jeff in social situations when he is not in control. Sarah when she feels overwhelmed. Don't act like you're a friend.
Don't act like you
Jeremy,
know us.
And you know us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm gonna say so. You.
So I have control issues. Don't answer that. I don't want to. I don't really want.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No. I don't.
Hey, how about when I called on the phone? Well, when I was called on the phone the other day to be like, "Hey, Sarah, we thought about you," and I was like, "You guys," and I literally was doing this. You guys thought about me, and Jeremy's like, "Shut up, bitch. We bet against the Cowboys. That's why we thought about you." And then we're like talking whatever, and then oh my god,
Mid shit.
no. Oh my god, you said something that sparked a memory about that. Oh my god.
About the Cowboys or being in control?
Oh, that's what it was, being in control. So you had said something in the background about the pen that you gave me about being argumentative.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremy was like, no, you're argumentative. Sarah just tries to either argue back, that's the key point here, or moderate. I'm not argumentative. You are.
You argue with Mike all the time when I'm not even involved.
What are you talking about? Well, first of all, Micah does dumb shit to me. He tries to hurt me.
And then you
What I
argue.
was telling somebody
And then you
today?
argue in the middle of a game too, like.
You know what I was telling somebody the other day? Is that Micah has killed me more times than he has killed anybody else.
Boy, two, yeah.
And he's always coming after me. He almost killed Scarlett, and then he felt bad and twisted shit to make sure that she stayed alive.
I don't think he twisted shit. Like we were pretty on point in that one.
Okay. Because Scarlett could be able to handle if Lola died.
No, she
Exactly.
She's doing a she is
And then
actually right now writing a background novel of Lola's
which I
time.
love.
So do I, but
Which I love.
there's one part that I'll share right now, where Lola, as a bard, was the reason for the bloop.
What?
Yeah.
No.
There was a note or song that like she was
So
trying
she
to
hit the
master.
wrong note.
She hit the wrong note,
And
which
it
shattered the
realms.
The realms to, and I was like,
Is this how Jeremy felt when Carly came into the picture?
Yes.
Oh my god!
so I was like, I just looked at it. I was like, I don't. You should probably run that by Micah. I don't think that's gonna be canon, but I love your visualization and your.
Can it be that she fell down and that's what called the blue?
Oh, that could. I mean, they're all huge. I mean, it's.
No, but
Relax it
like
down.
she
Just
like,
that's that
she
one.
like really
She
fell.
fell and hit her knee.
She like really fell. And what if this is all a fever dream? She fell and this is like an Alice in Wonderland. She's dreaming about it.
And she wakes up in the fae.
And
What in the hell? I have all my friends go.
There is no rune.
Or she fell, hit her head, and then she's in one of those things where like the brain takes over and she's in alternate reality, and we're all real, but
we don't know who she is. We're
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is this bitch? And why is she so large and talking to us?
But yeah, so there's a part in her little story where Lola causes the bloop, and I was like, I don't think Mike is gonna allow that one.
He could.
But I love where your head's at.
Who do you think's? Do you think Scarlett's more shy than Knock, or Knock's more shy than Scarlett?
Charlotte is the
Charlotte. Charlotte? Charlotte's Web.
Where'd Charlotte come from? Scarlett and no, I don't even know.
I mean, Knock.
No.
Chantalaman.
Chantalaman
is his last name.
I think Scarlett wins the reward for
most outgoing,
least shy in the group.
Yeah, so most outgoing.
Yeah, period.
I feel like we're a pretty good group of outgoing people, but Scarlett really takes the cake.
Yeah, I think she wins for most.
I need to get another bear. Do you need anything?
I'll take another burr too. I think she wins. It definitely, she is on the top of.
Do you think she beats Knock?
Yes, because Knock. He'll even say that he's not. That he's shy.
He'll say he's shy or no?
Yeah, that he has social anxiety.
Do you like lemon?
I like all of them.
Do you want one or two?
He'll like said he'll go and talk to somebody, then he'll be like, all right, I have to go social anxiety.
But is it? But is that social anxiety?
I don't think so, but like
It could just be a funny.
he'll blame it on that, but he doesn't want to sit there and talk.
But it could just be a funny, like a ha-ha.
And it is funny because it is a way to get out of the follow-up question.
Yeah. He doesn't want to talk he just doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah,
and that's when
just,
he leaves.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is a way to get out of the follow-up question. So it's smart and funny, but
Do we ever cheers each other on here?
no, but we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Why don't we?
To episode 4?
Is it no 4?
4?
I feel like it should be a little bit more. No.
Well, we missed one month. I think it's 4.
This is our.
Yeah, we have the first one. We
That
have
we
the
played
second one
30
in the
seconds.
woods. We have the third one in the Resident Evil background. We have this one, which I'm gonna do something with Dumb and Dumber. Obviously, I might put our faces on them or something like that, or just one of our pictures. Like I think the pictures of us sword fighting is hilarious. Probably.
I sent them all to you.
And I haven't looked at them yet.
Anyway, I just asked Jeremy his like marching order. So, let's see what he said. More Halloween questions? Question mark?
Who said that?
No. Should I ask you more Halloween questions?
Asking me?
Hmm?
I mean, yeah, we get fucking.
Okay. Obviously, you know the movie Ghostbusters.
Yes.
If that was a real business somewhere, like a fire station that was transformed into whatever, and there was a job opening, would you apply?
Yes, because not that Jeremy's right, but I would have control of the situation, and I'd be able to help and see things that nobody had ever seen, like crazy shit, and be able to help. And like,
Do you think that people really do experience crazy spiritual shit like that?
here's the thing. My thing is, do I think spirits exist and all that stuff? We already said yes, but I also know how crazy and how wild the human brain is, which we've already talked about earlier in this episode.
It could be like schizophrenia.
That's what I'm saying.
They think they're seeing something.
Yeah.
Or
I know how strong the mind can make you think of something.
But what about the opposite? What if they really are seeing something and doctors can't see it and they're like, oh, schizophrenia?
Well, I mean, that was a lot of things back in the days with like the whole, the fuck's that called?
Lobotomy?
Lobotomies and shit like that with like crazy like schizophrenics and all that stuff. Like,
Well, you basically just put a hole in their brain and now they're dead.
no,
They're just like a vegetable.
what they did was separate the brain stem. So basically, they're
There's a vegetable.
they're a vegetable, but
Here's your mom back. She's a vegetable, but she doesn't scream at night anymore.
yeah,
Have fun.
she no longer.
She no longer will say hi to you at all, actually.
But she also won't wake you up with panic
Yeah,
nightmares.
so it's actually a win-win. You know? You don't even... That's crazy.
Yeah, they used to do that shit a lot.
But
think that's a cure because that's what science just.
Science! But they don't get paid. That's where I'm asking, like... Because Ghostbusters, they're poor guys. None of them are rich and get paid. Because they're having a tough time.
In real life, they would get paid.
Okay, well, you ever watch BuzzFeed?
Because, like Spider-Man doesn't get paid in the comics either, but in real life, like...
He gets paid to be a fucking photographer and get shit on.
By his boss. But, like...
Hey, Jonah Jameson.
Could you imagine somebody doing that in real life? Like, how, like, somebody would pay them, like, hey, you saved my fucking child, I'm going to give you money.
I think if Spider-Man was real...
Yeah.
And he was doing all the shit that we see in the comic books and movies and whatever, and I think that he should be able to live for free. I think the government should provide him with housing.
But you have to...
But then it goes back to Civil War. And so why they fucking were like, well, now you as superheroes are part of the government.
Yeah.
You're government property now. And they're like, well, no, we're not. And how dare you come at us?
But
I was on the side of like, how dare you come at us?
Well, that all got solved. Like, that whole thing would have been completely different if Tony Stark wasn't involved and there wasn't money. What
do you mean?
They would have easily been like, yeah, we're part of the government if you're paying for our shit. We don't have Tony Stark's fucking $1 million to have the Avengers mansion or the Avengers tower. we don't have the money for this, but if if we're on the side of the government and they're paying for our
But you don't think
base,
morality would weigh out even the, like, they could find a job. They can go work and do something.
freelance, but then they'd have to deal with, I think that the ways it out and the means is the fact that, like, if you're private contracting, you're still going to have the cops on your ass. You're still going to have the government on your ass, all this stuff. If you work
do you have to be held to the same standards as the rest of the society?
Yeah. And, like you're not getting paid for that.
When they dropped a fucking city?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying all this would have been different if there was no Tony Stark money. If they're all broke and they needed money to finance
well,
cool
what would
shit.
you do? Let's say you were a part of this group and you're saving lives, saving the world, you're doing amazing and immaculate things, and, like, you're getting recognized, people know who you are, whatever, but you're not...
Secret identity and no secret identity.
No secret identity.
Some people know who I am.
Steve Rogers didn't have a secret identity.
But he also worked for the government. Captain America.
I mean...
To
an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah. Old Captain America? Sure. He was a soldier.
Yeah.
He signed up for that shit, and they did experiments on him. But then when he came out the ice, freelance.
But he also did whatever Nick Fury said, and Nick Fury was...
Basically his boss.
Basically
but
his boss.
Nick Fury is kind of like...
And
hey,
ran with the
Nick
government.
Fury was more like the source of, like, hey, here's all the shit that's happening. You want to help out or nah?
Well, when you watch Winter Soldier, like, he's working for Nick Fury.
Okay.
And so is Black Widow. And then he starts seeing the corruption of the government and S.H.I.E.L.D. So
what would you do? Would you stand by Nick Fury, who has been guiding you and helping you and
I'd live
for you,
like,
or would you
like Cap? Like I said, I'd be like Cap. Like I said, he was doing what he thought was right, and once he saw, like,
it's not even what he thought was right; it's what he believed. Like, it's just thought, believed, he felt in his heart.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, I feel one way, but maybe this. He did not sway in what he believed.
Yeah, no, he always.
There's only one God, ma'am. And I'm sure he doesn't dress like that.
He doesn't dress like that. Until he saw, like, 'cause that's why I will still stand by the fact that Winter Soldier is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I love Winter Soldier. We should have, like, I don't think they can.
Even, like, outside of, like, nerdism, Winter Soldier is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I might go home and watch it.
My number 2. I've seen it over 100 times. Because anytime me and Patty got in a fight, I'd watch it. Just because it calms me down, makes me happy.
Oh. Go ahead.
Not everything is a control issue, Sarah.
Get Jeremy on the line.
We have Jeremy on line 1. Anyway.
Oh, we have a caller on line 1. Hey, Jeff, it's Jeremy.
She's right. I don't think you'd ever say that.
Anyway. Okay.
So, back to that. Yeah, no, I just... If they were paying for my shit...
Like, if they were housing me...
Yeah, like...
But then you'd have a lot of people that are like, okay, well, we have homeless people. But, I'm Spider-Man and I'm saving fucking lives.
I'm saving lives. What are these homeless people doing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Get that homeless person.
I'm as important as the military.
Yeah.
At home. So, like, I should be getting... Like I said, if you're paying me, then I will help you with your shit. If it starts getting corrupt, then that's when we have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like Winter Soldier. Like I said, once shit started getting corrupt, he's like, this is kind of fucked up.
What would you do if you were Tony and you and Cap... Okay, example. Let's say you're Tony. Let's say...
Rich as fuck.
Huh?
Rich as fuck.
Rich as fuck.
Playboy, millionaire.
There you go.
Philanthropist.
I think that's all he said, right?
Genius.
There it is. So you're Tony, but let's say Jeremy was Bucky and Micah was Cap. Okay, so you and Micah become really close over time. You've had huge fights with, like, villains and shit like that and whatever, and then all of a sudden you start to learn a little bit more about Micah and you hear about Bucky, aka Jeremy, and then all of a sudden you hear that somehow Jeremy is still alive after 100 years and also but doing corrupt shit, but Micah is telling you, no, that can't be right. I know him. I know that that's not who he is. I know it's not him. I know. So then you kind of listen to him, but you kind of don't. You're trying to be like, hey, I just want to know what's fair and what's right. I'm trying to collect my own information. After time, you're like, okay, I'm going to go help you find Jeremy. When you guys find Jeremy, the truth comes out about Jeremy killing your parents. How would you feel and what would you do?
Same way Tony acted.
You think so?
Yeah. I lose my shit. Try to kill him.
Even though he was under mind control?
Doesn't matter. It's my parents.
It's Hank.
It's Hank and Emily. I mean, come on.
You can't do that.
You
That's
can't
sweet.
fucking. They're
Swear
the greatest. They're the greatest human beings on this planet.
You would feel the same even if he was, and then you and Micah had to fist fight to the death, and then it's you and then would you not feel ganged up on? I mean, obviously he was ganged up on when Bucky started to fight with Cap against Tony.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of the most heartbreaking scenes I had to watch for a while. I think another heartbreaking scene that I had to watch was when Gamora got sacrificed. Take it back.
When she got thrown off the ledge by her father.
Take it back. That's not what I meant.
And it's not even her
I've
father.
been there.
I was saying,
I mean, both my dads left. One was my dad. One was the one who raised me. So, like, who's really my dad? But I'm talking about. I think actually the one that was more heartbreaking was when Black Widow and Hawkeye had to fight.
That's more heartbreaking.
That was really heartbreaking
Because they're both willing to sacrifice themselves.
but for each other, even though he had a whole ass family to go home to, he was like, I can't sit here and let you sacrifice yourself. That to me,
that's harder shit because like.
Could you go on? That's real, like love in a friendship.
Well, yeah, could you go on living without that person knowing
that guilt, survivor's guilt.
Yeah, survivor's guilt.
I would feel the same way about any one of you. You know what I mean? I would literally do the same shit. I would try to fist fight you to get off that cliff. You know what I mean? But I would also make the argument of like you have a home to go back to. Like you have people that rely on you and care about you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying no one cares about me, but like you have like a partner.
Don't put me in that because like I have a home and everything, but put Micah in. I mean,
well, there you go, Micah.
Because Micah has kids.
Micah's got a child.
Well,
Hawkeye had 3 kids.
And
he was still like, please take me. He was like, please take me off. Like I'll jump right now.
But he also did some sketchy ass shit as Ronin, so that was a whole other thing.
But he only did that
when he lost his kids.
Yeah.
To the blip.
Yep.
He went crazy and killed a bunch of people, but
because he lost his wife and kids. He didn't just lose his kids.
Yeah, but so he killed
thousands,
hundreds of people.
I thought it was thousands.
Hundreds, but they were all like gang, like
they were all bad. They weren't like.
Yeah, but they were all bad. Huh? Have you killed anybody? Have you ever seen Total Recall?
No. You never seen The Fifth Element? No, I mean
you've never seen The Fifth Element.
No, I have. It's
Jeremy and Patty have never seen The Fifth Element.
You know what movie Micah and Jeremy have never seen? Goonies. Goonies never say die.
Never say die.
Oh my god.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Did Micah tell you that he wore his Superman shirt to Elbar? He wore his Superman shirt to Elbar yesterday with his suspenders down, but in black pants. And a guy walks up and goes, "Hey, you guys." And Micah's like, "Oh, yeah, I know what that's from, Goonies." And the guy goes, "Isn't that what you're dressed up like as?"
Oh my god.
I died! My god! That was so good. I was like, that's like almost on the same level as like Jeremy and the Jason thing. Like that was so... I died. Hey, guys! But Mike has never seen the movie, so it's not as good to him. But he knows...
Well, not as good, like...
He's like, oh, he said I was the monster from Goonies.
I know,
first of all, he was not a monster. He was just a misunderstood, misfortunate creature. He was just misshapen. He wasn't a monster because he was kind at heart. Monster.
But if Mike had seen the movie, he would have took so much offense to that.
He would have taken so... But that's what I'm saying. That's what made it even... That's what would have made it even like, better.
I'm motherfucking offended.
That's what would have made it even better if he did see it.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
Goonies Never Say Die. I love that movie.
I don't love the movie. It was good.
For whatever reason.
People put that in like top 5s of shit. And I'm like, it was okay.
Oh, no. I thought it was great. It has that real sense of adventure that, like, I think a lot of people that grew up in the 80s were looking for. You know what I mean? Or
which you didn't.
No, I did not. You're correct, but my mother did. Grandpa. And,
who are you talking
to? Yeah. And,
how old were you when the movie came out? Like,
I wasn't even alive.
No. How old are you when the movie came out we're dressed up as right now?
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
I don't think I think this movie came out in 91. I wasn't alive.
That was 93.
I still wasn't alive.
It doesn't matter. It's one of those two.
What do you look? Did you look it up?
I'm working on it. Are you doing it too?
Sorry, mate.
Sorry. 94.
Sorry. I wasn't alive still.
So you're dressed up as a character that you weren't even alive when the movie came out.
Yeah, but I know who the character is, and that's because I'm well educated in the culture.
And you've seen the movie.
Multiple times.
I just can't believe how
when
many...
Dumb and Dumber 2 came out, I went and saw it in the movie theater as soon as it came out.
I can't believe how many movies that Jeremy has not seen.
Isn't that crazy? That's a shock to me. It for real is. What's he saying?
Nothing. It just... When I told him, because Fifth Element...
Iconic.
It's coming to theaters.
Yeah, you told me.
And I was like, hey, Patty's never seen this movie. Let's go see it. I know you've seen it. He's like, I've never seen the movie. I was like, you've never seen Fifth Element. That's
insane.
Insane.
That movie really is
iconic
so good.
In the nerd community.
I would say in the nerd community, it's more iconic than Goonies. But in the
Big time.
Right, but that's a nerd community.
Yeah,
I think
nerd
in the cinematic community where people would just watch
Goonies is way higher.
Goonies is higher than Fifth Element. But in our community, Fifth Element is so up there. You have it's space. It's Bruce Willis. That's right there.
Ruby Rod, Chris Tucker is one.
Dude, for the longest time, Sly was quoting Ruby Rod. For the longest time. What was
Listen, mommy!
No, dude, what was he saying? What was... Hold on. Oh my god, you just, like, unlocked a memory.
of Sly
doing, like, a Ruby... Oh my god. Man, that movie came out in 97 and I was barely alive then. Dude. Oh man, this is gonna really bother me.
What, the quote that from Ruby Rod?
Yeah. Because oh my god. Sly was doing it so well and I would die every time he fucking said it because he'd be like, you've seen that movie, right? And I was like, of course I've seen that movie.
Like I said, I wanted to see it, but now I think Patty wants to go see The Grinch.
Is she not? You guys aren't gonna go see it?
In theaters? It's only one day, and she wants to go see The Grinch at the Straws.
Oh.
The play.
Oh, he would be like, welcome to Flux in Paradise.
Floss in Paradise.
He would say that constantly. Dude, and it got me. It got me so good every time because he was so good at it. I don't know. Anyway, you have to take Patty.
I've never seen it in theaters. Because it came out in 97. I was 10. And...
We're only 8 years apart?
Yeah, there's no way I was... My parent... Like... I wasn't going to see that movie at 10. Even though, at 10, I watched Starship Troopers like 132 times, and there's titties and cussing in that movie, so...
There's not really any... There's no nudity in this one. I mean, there's nudity, but she's like... You could tell she's naked, but they don't show anything.
Yeah, and
you know?
she has the
iconic bandage.
The bonded bandage.
Lord.
Lilu Multipass.
That's good. Dude.
That was a good movie. And like I said, I
love that movie.
I wanted to see it Sunday the 16th, which is when it's in theaters.
But that's when The Grinch is?
It's the weekend of The Grinch, and the only day we're off is on Sunday.
Man.
And me and Jeremy are playing pickleball the next day.
Why is that a sport?
Not only is it a sport.
Why is that happening?
It's
smaller tennis.
It's
but bigger ping pong.
It's ping pong.
It's medium-sized tennis ping pong.
It's ping pong if you can stand on the table. That's how I describe it to people.
Like, it's for people that couldn't play tennis.
Micro machine.
But also can't see the ping pong ball.
So they're having a 32 team tournament at the casino.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
They're having a pickleball tournament?
yeah. And me and Jeremy signed up. We got jerseys.
That the casino gave you?
No.
That you made yourself? No! Do you have a picture of it?
They're in the mail. They should be here soon, but
Can you wear it the next D&D session?
if they're in time, I think we'll wear it the week before the pickleball tournament. Just to.
Does it have your last name on it?
Mine says Corn Daddy. His says Fresh Prince.
No.
Yes.
No, he can't.
He did.
No. No.
Nar.
No, he can't.
But he did. It's done it.
No.
Yes, and it's gonna be great.
All right. If you had to.
If you
Oh, two questions.
had to. So it looks like that.
That's actually kind of cool.
And the front says Corn Daddy, and his says Fresh Prince.
Oh, man. Where is this tournament taking place?
Okay. Over
And when is it?
the day after the Fifth Element, which is November 17th,
Okay.
Monday, at 10 a.m.
Oh, my God. Anybody else in the beverage department doing it?
Yes, Javi.
No way!
Yeah.
Who's his partner?
Javi is with somebody else. Apparently, Javi plays pickleball once a week. So
I love Javi.
me and Jeremy need to practice. We got to practice this week.
Is this how you feel when I talk about Korean lessons?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. But at least mine's going to get me somewhere, and it's going to be a K-pop.
It's going to get us in the Hard Rock magazine.
Okay, but
The weekly
I'm gonna,
reminder thing. Or like maybe have Taurus be proud of us and be like, hey, congratulations, Jeff and Jeremy, who won the pickleball tournament.
I think mine's cooler. Because I will get a K-pop
There's not a
husband.
chance in how we win. But
Oh, they're going to say there's not a chance in hell I'll get a K-pop husband, because there is.
same odds are going out right now.
Same odds?
Same odds.
Stop.
that
You know-
Jeremy and Jeff win the pickleball tournament as Sarah getting a K-pop husband.
Yeah, it's there. It's
Yeah,
possible.
no, it's
The odds aren't zero.
hold on. In the words of the movie we are wearing right now. So you're saying there's a chance?
Good. That's a good one. That's good. That's really good.
So like 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000,
No.
like 1 in a million.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes! Stop! That's good. That's really good. Okay. All right. I have a question. Also, I am going to get my K-pop husband whether you win or not.
And I'm
Oh my God.
And we're gonna win this pickleball tournament.
Yeah. Sly, Scarlett walked up, and Sly was making jokes about, Flatty.
Yeah.
And Sly was like, yeah, Sarah's more likely to get a K-pop husband than you are to get an ass. And I was like,
I mean, Scarlett in
those
that
are pretty
uniform.
high odds.
Scarlett in uniform. It's you can see it.
I don't say anything.
I was just saying, it's not like
I don't body shame my friends.
I can't confirm nor deny that.
When have I ever body shamed you? Or
Never.
anybody in this room?
It's just me and you.
Exactly.
You met this group. Well, you said this room. Let me look around. What was our
Jolene.
Jolene? Has she ever body shamed you?
I ain't never done that to her. Never. Not once. I ain't never.
Not now, not never.
No. Okay, next question. If you could know when and how you were going to die.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, if there was an envelope and I was about to present it to you and I was like, hey, this is going to tell you when and how you're going to die, would you take it and open it, or would you tell me to keep it and toss it? Or would you take it and put it away and think about it?
Now, I'm not allowed to change. Like,
No.
It's gonna happen.
It's inevitable. Like, this is how and when you're going to die,
But,
but
like,
do you want to know?
but if you knew when and how you're going to die, it'd be like Final Destination where, like, you try to change it.
Of course, but then it ends up being you actually just went down the path of how and when you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I
you
mean?
just be like living the rest of your life in fear of that. But if you knew when you were gonna die,
Live like you were dying.
who sings it?
Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man?
Do you remember in Venom when he sang? What was the song?
Spider-Man sings that song?
What was the song he sang in Venom? The third one.
Venom?
The third Spider-Man where Venom was involved. Remember, he was singing one song and people hated it because he started dancing on the table.
Are you talking about that emo one where he's like...
Yeah. What song was it?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I hated that movie. That movie was awful.
Toby Keith. Toby Mac.
Stars with a T.
Toby Mac. Travis Barker.
Live like you were dying. One more guess.
Tim McGraw.
Yes.
There it is. I could get it. I'm on my way. Anyway, would you take the envelope, yes or no? First of all, would you take the envelope out of my hands if I said this is it?
C.
Well, would you take the envelope, yes or
I
no?
know that y'all are going to say something about control issues. And
I didn't set this
I
up.
feel like I'm being...
Hey, this has all been a setup.
I feel like this is a setup.
No.
I feel like I don't have control of the situation right now, and I feel like I'm not happy about it. But me wanting control of the situation, I would take it.
But would you try to change it? Like what would... Okay, so you would take the envelope.
Yes.
Now, would you take it home and put it aside and think about, okay, do I want to look at this? Or would you immediately just be like, fuck it, I need to know, and open it?
Most of me wants to open it right away.
Yes.
Just because, like, the amount
That's a mind-altering thing that you'd be
But
doing.
it's also, like, the amount of healthy shit I do right now.
What?
Like, vitamins and dieting.
Well, okay, what if it's like, hey, you broke your ankle and fell down a cliff, and then you hit your
Then
head.
what is all my healthy shit that I'm the reason I'm doing all this healthy shit so later on in life I don't die of fucking clogged arteries. So if I know I'm gonna die in a fucking plane crash in 20 years, I don't give a fuck about taking all these vitamins and all this shit.
Vitamins.
Yeah, like I still like diet to look good, but like
but you'd want to know, and you'd want to know, like, I don't think I would, because I'd become obsessive. See, this is where you have control issues.
Yeah.
I would become obsessive about it, and I'd be like, it's all I could think about if I knew it. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would.
you gotta steer. You gotta steer into the storm.
Do you remember that movie?
You can't steer away from the storm. You have to steer into like
Well,
just like when you're like hydroplaning, you gotta steer into the skid.
Don't hit the brakes.
Yeah, you can't go away from it because then you're just gonna fuck shit
Is
up.
it called Eye of the Storm? Do you remember that movie of, like, it's a boat of fishermen?
No, that's called
I almost said Tropic Thunder, and I know it's not Tropic Thunder. I know it's not.
How dare you?
Survive!
One of the greatest cameos of any movie ever.
I'm a dude who's guy's a dude playing another dude.
Lex Grossman, who I dressed up as for Halloween 2 years ago, did not win anything, and it was perfect. Tom Cruise's best character, Lex Grossman.
That really was. You did that so well.
But it was like...
I almost dressed up as Sly yesterday, and I would have got, like, stuffing underneath a white button-up, suspenders, and I would have been like, where are these people coming from? As I'm serving people.
What are you doing?
Yeah. The fuck do you want? You know?
He got mad at me today for not taking customers 5 minutes after my shift was done.
Done?
Yeah, like,
Dun, 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 dun.
Jen's already on.
So Jen's here.
I collected the buckets.
Cold.
Yeah.
All right. So
and he's like, well, I guess he's not going to take you.
No.
I'm like, one, my shift's over. I know you're not used to this because you're used to coming in 12 minutes late with your old partner.
Thank you.
But your new partner gets here on time, so as soon as she gets here, it's 2 people. Then she gets here, it's still 2 people, and I'm out. And I get home in time. I got home in time to eat. It was great.
I have a nice flautas.
I had some flautas from.
Okay. So we know you would know. So now let's say somebody said, "Hey, I can make you live for eternity,
Mhm.
or like for however long you do this certain thing, and what if this certain thing was drinking baby's blood? Would you do it?
How often? Because basically what stem cells
It'd
are.
have to be like it'd have to
Hey,
be.
stem cells are doing the same thing right now.
How would you get the baby's blood?
Stem cell research. Fetus.
You'd be like,
is,
hey, hospital, I need a year's supply of baby's blood. Give it.
it depends
over.
on depends on how long.
No, I feel like a reasonable amount would be like once a month. You'd have to.
Once a month, how much baby's blood? So 12 times a year.
How much is a blood bag? How many ounces is that? 6 ounces?
That's
8 ounces? A blood bag?
Blood bag's gonna be
You know
probably
what I'm
12
talking about.
ounces.
You think so?
Yeah, that's heavy. 12 to 16.
Well, blood's thick.
So I'm saying.
How
So ounces,
many
16 ounces is a pound, so it's probably about 12, 10, 12.
Oh, this is not what I was.
And while we're at Bush, oh my God, why are you looking at me? Like, is it something come up that?
No, it's like I was like, how many ounces does a blood? And then it was like, how many ounces does women lose every month by menstruating? And
Jesus!
I do want to know what that is.
I was like,
I will look that up.
put a
I'm gonna put a pin in that.
put a pin in that one.
I don't want milliliters. 15 fluid ounces.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's a fake one. I don't want a fake blood bag.
They had blood bag sangrias at Hollow Scream last night.
Oh, how were they?
Awful.
Oh.
Diabetes and a goddamn.
Yeah, it says 15.4 fluid ounces.
Yeah, that's a pound, a little over a pound.
No, 16 ounces.
16 ounces a pound. So it's, I said 12 to 10. So a little more than I thought. It's literally almost a pound of blood.
Hold on. Now let's find out.
How much blood
Yeah.
a female loses in menstruation?
Yep.
I did not know this is where the podcast was going.
Okay. All right. What?
I mean, I don't think it's that much. Because if it was so much, 4 days, I don't think a tampon could stop. I think it's only like 3 ounces.
Okay, hold on. Please hold.
Oh, maybe it's more than that because I heard those K-pod things or K-cups things.
I hate those. I've never even tried it, but I would never.
I would never like.
I'm glad you would never.
I would never.
I would never.
It's weird. Like you're filling up a shot glass
Okay, so
with, yeah.
a month, it's a shot glass. It's 2 ounces.
Yeah, I said 3.
It says 2 to 3 tablespoons, but it feels and seems like so much more. Is that like per day?
It says a month. Like I said, I said it was probably about 3 ounces.
Okay, but listen, if you times that by how many periods a woman gets in her entire lifetime, it's a fucking lot of.
Well, it's still a month. Like I said,
Let's see. So if it's let's say a woman gets her period for 40 years. So that's 2 times 12 times 40. So that's 960 ounces of blood she would have lost in that entire time, which is crazy. And how many?
not including, like I say, yeah, because pregnancies.
Oh,
They're gonna lose a whole year, and you're also gonna have more. So that's a whole nother set of.
that doesn't count. That's. Do you know how much does 960 pounds equate? 960 ounces equate to pounds.
It's 16 ounces per pound, so.
I think that blows my mind. But that's a whole year.
90,
that's a whole lifetime of it.
So probably around 82 pounds?
60 pounds.
6 pounds?
60 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
half,
kind of crazy. That's kind of insane.
60 pounds of blood.
How am I alive? We are really we are really the more dominant species.
How are you alive is a whole different podcast.
Oh, dude. This is the story of a
girl
girl. Kind of
named Sarah and
world.
the whole world.
Oh, yeah. But when she looks so sad in photograph, you have to lean the vibe.
When she
We
smiles.
did. I was waiting for you to finish it.
Yeah, I mean that could be good.
That's probably me.
Yeah, that's your song.
Also, let's look up the bands for the quote leaked bands for Warped Tour, and I want you to tell me which.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay. Relax.
If half those bands show up, I'll be happy.
You think so?
Yeah. Hey,
Okay, who?
D12.
Roll on the floor.
D12. We have basically a
Fortune-telling dice.
a magic 8-ball
But in dice form.
outside of water.
I love that.
Because this is what a magic 8-ball is a D12.
Go ahead and ask me about my K-pop
inside of water.
Go ahead. Is Sarah gonna have her K-pop husband?
Is Sarah gonna get her K-pop husband? And we all know that my dice rolling is superstitious and superb. So I'm gonna roll it against my cane. It says, probably.
And so you're telling me there's a chance?
See, there it is. You're telling me there's a chance.
Are you gonna ask about the real question here, which is the lineup?
Is the lineup that got leaked
Real.
for the most part? Who's gonna be there for Warped Tour?
Oh, that was a good roll. What's with all these maybes?
Maybe.
I don't like
Maybe.
this dice. This dice has. How many times does this dice say yes? How many like actual yeses are on
All
that
right,
dice?
there's a D12. It says, first one, yes.
Oh,
12.
Like,
12's yes, 1's no. Doubtful, probably, maybe, looking good, likely. Okay, and then it says,
two actual
not looking
yeses.
good, unclear, roll again, ask again later, uncertain for now, unlikely, not looking good. Okay, so
there's like 2 yeses on there.
There's 1 yes.
But then there's likely.
There's probably and likely.
Wow, I keep
and looking
putting
good.
up balloons. I've put up balloons like 6 times on the podcast. Sorry, but there's only 2 actual yeses.
Well, is likely an actual yes?
I give it like an 8%.
Yeah,
Someone
yes.
says, "Oh,
There's a
that's
yes.
likely to
There's a
happen."
looking good, which is probably like a.
Looking good to me. I would put above likely. Yeah, that's looking good. Or yeah, that's likely.
No,
to
likely
happen.
should be higher than that. Likely is like. It's likely going to happen.
Okay,
Like,
listen.
if I'm betting on a sports team,
that's
they're
looking
likely
good.
going to win. That's like 80%. Looking good means 70.
You think?
Maybe is 50-50.
Of course.
Probably is 90.
Probably? You say probably is 90%. Do you know how many times the manager tells me, yeah, we'll probably cut you? And they never do?
Are they going to say, oh, we'll likely cut you? You think that's better? Do you think it's looking good?
Well, all of them are not. I don't think probably is 90.
Probably is. Probably.
My Chemical Romance, Blink-182, Fall Out Boy. This is the story of a girl.
Yeah.
Cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Wow.
When she looked, I'm flying to California in December. Did I tell you about this?
Okay.
Did I tell you about it?
Let's unpack that.
Did I tell you about that?
No.
All right. So my K-pop husband, it comes from a very musically talented family, and his younger sister is playing in a very small venue in California. She has a whole tour, and I tried to buy VIP tickets, but the moment that I got on the website when they were launched, they were already sold out. That's how quickly they sold out. And I'm like, oh my god, if this is how it happens for Stray Kids. It's not, because I'm going to get VIP and soundcheck, so that's not even a thought in my head. But regardless, because I'm not going to use all my luck for this, I'm going to use all my luck for that. All that unluckiness, you know what I mean, that somehow turns into luck, it's going to happen there. Anyway, so I'm flying to California, and I'm going to meet one of my K-pop friends who I've been talking to for a couple months.
Is they part of the...
They're in the group. She just recently became a moderator because she's so smart in the K-pop world. But I met her through a different group. I put her in this group. I asked her to join this group. But I absolutely love her. when she's mine.
It's like, damn it.
But she's like the only thing I have to pay for is my airfare, and because she has a car, so I don't have to rent a car, and she lives there, so I can just crash at her place for a couple of days.
No, this person you've never actually met in person.
No, isn't that crazy? But I'm also really excited because
Yeah.
I love her. I really do.
But you FaceTime before?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't think I've FaceTimed somebody for so long ever consistently. So like every time her and I get on FaceTime together, we FaceTime for like 5 hours. But it goes by so fast, and we're always like, damn. Like we'll hop on FaceTime like 9 o'clock our time, and by the time I'm getting off, it's like almost 3 a.m.
I don't know.
This is a very unsafe neighborhood, so when I hear loud bangs, I get a little concerned.
This is not an unsafe neighborhood.
I don't know. It sounds like somebody's breaking into my car.
With firecrackers?
That's not a firecracker. That's somebody banging on a car.
This is a Dodger fan.
Oh, did they win again today?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, the Dodgers won?
This happened.
Oh, it just happened?
Not that I'm watching it.
The Dodgers won?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole World Series, right?
It's
They
over.
won everything?
It's
That was quick. That was really quick.
Hey. 7-6.
Ah!
They scored in the bottom. They scored in the top of the 8th to take the lead.
And then held it.
And then the Yankees couldn't come back.
Because Yankees...
Congratulations, Dodgers. I fucking hate the Yankees, so...
Well, the Yankees won by a lot yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw.
but it was also the last game...
Well, it was 3-0, so the Yankees won 1. And
They
then
say
obviously
it was like, oh, we're about to get eliminated. Might as well show up. They did. And then this game, it was 6-2.
Oh,
and the Dodgers
winning?
came all the way back and won it.
Did you bet on that game at all?
Of course.
And did you win any money?
No, I lost. I bet the Yankees win.
Why would you bet the Yankees if you hate them?
Because knowing sports.
Oh, clearly you don't.
Well, most of the time, if you're facing elimination and you're a team that is getting paid billions and billions of
So
dollars.
this is like a likely scenario?
Yeah, likely.
Likely.
And they were winning the whole game.
Not probably, though.
So that was $50 to win $380.
Huh.
And if the Yankees would have won, because I got everything else, the Yankees would have actually won the game, I'd have won $350. Because when you, like I said,
Sports betting is taking everything you got.
No, I'm still on the same $50 that I bet 2 weeks ago. That I won on the Yankees LA, because I bet the Dodgers were going to win the first game. I did all this stuff. And it's still that same money rolling around because I won a couple bets in the middle of it. But when you get paid, when you're the the number one highest paid team in the league, and you're facing elimination, and you're at home, all signs point to you're going to win.
They were at home? They lost at home?
That's at home in New York for the World Series championship right there.
That's embarrassing.
Most likely that was fireworks from that.
That's embarrassing.
Because somebody's
All the way
having
down here in
somebody's having a World Series party because that's sports. Wow, that's crazy.
For real, though.
Oh shit, I miss people on
Twitch?
On Twitch.
Tell them I say hi. I can't stop singing that song, man. I am human. How do you explain this? It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh shit, there's people.
Tell me that wasn't funny.
There's people actually talking on Twitch.
Okay. Well, tell them I said hi. How's it going?
As
I'm right here saying hi.
I was.
He wasn't watching.
I wasn't
He
watching.
wasn't doing what we yelled at Scarlett about.
I wasn't.
A couple weeks ago.
I wasn't moderating our Twitch chat because I was watching the play-by-play of the World Series.
So just watching the game, play-by-play would just be like watching the game.
Play-by-play. I wasn't like I didn't give a fuck about balls and strikes, but I cared about scoring.
Right.
But I was in every conversation. It's not like that. I was distracted.
You know what I think? Do you know what I think?
What do you think?
This is the story of the girl.
If I'm not human, how do you explain this?
Sir, you're not human. If I'm not human, how do you explain this?
How do you explain this?
That would be my song. This is
the story of a girl. Mine's da-na-na-na-na-na, and I'll miss you. Da-na-na-na-na, and I'll miss you. And Now I wonder.
Come on, y'all. Okay, who do you think's more iconic for the early 2000s? Avril Lavigne? That's starting off strong right there.
Did I say, wow? Did you really?
That's starting off. That's a big hitter. Or, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting your game still?
No, I was just.
No, I was just you're just
Trying to
making sure that the score was still accurate. And
No, I was
There
trying
was
to
no-
close everything out and make sure I'm on the. Well, so Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Even before you start this conversation, Avril Lavigne, as a pop punk kid,
I know. I don't know.
and I still love Avril Lavigne
Dude,
now.
I still.
Her new album was great. That's original.
Okay, my question was, who do you think was more influential for the early 2000s?
The early 2000s.
And I said Avril Lavigne or Maroon 5. Tap on my window, knock on my
That's
door.
later 2000s.
At the same time. I would imagine that those two songs came out within a 3-year span.
3 years.
I'll
No
look it up.
chance. You
I'll
look up.
I'll look up the Maroon 5.
You look Maroon 5 up. Complicated by Avril Lavigne came out in 2001.
No way. Or
Yeah.
later.
No.
Later. Why do you have to go and make things so complicated?
2002. My bad. I was literally almost dead on. And that Maroon 5 song came out in 2005.
No,
6.
no, because This Love came out in 2001. Hold on. Release date, July 2000. The song was released in July of 2004. So that was, see,
2 years later.
I said a 3-year time span. Oh wait, it says as the third single from Maroon 5's album in 2002.
But like the song came out with a
It says
video.
it was look. It says it was released in 2004 as the third single from Maroon 5's 2002. Oh, was the album 2002? Is that what
yeah,
it's
the
called?
album came out in 2002, but
Okay.
he released songs later to.
See, okay, but so it's not later 2000s. It's in that. It's still in 2000s.
Yeah, it was 2002 or
2002, 2004. So what do you think?
4. Avril Lavigne is still relevant, and
So is
and she has way more number 1 hits than Maroon 5 ever thought about.
let's see, how many hits?
Because Maroon 5 has like 3. Avril Lavigne had at least 6.
I think she has more than 6.
I said at least. I was short-shotting it.
All right. Oh, if you just look up how many does she have, the first thing that comes up is Billboard, and it'll tell you how many number 1s, how many top 10s, and how many songs hit the chart.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yep.
How many number 1s did she have?
Probably.
Well, did it
4.
Oh, well, okay. Are you sure? Hold on. let's see.
Complicated. With You. That stupid song that they play at the casino all the time. I don't remember.
Can I not spell?
4. I think she had 4 number 1s, 8 top 10s.
Okay. Bro, Maroon 5 won. So Maroon 5 has 4 number 1 hits ever.
Yeah.
She only had 1 number 1 hit.
Complicated.
I'll look it up in 2 seconds. I just have it next to each other like this. They had 15 top 10 hits because they also did really well in the later 2000s.
Yeah, she disappeared because of
For a little bit.
other shit.
She
only had 2 albums.
then she only had 5 top 10 hits. They had 32 songs that hit the Billboard Top 100. She had 20, but she's by her fucking self.
By herself, and she only had 2 albums.
Let's see, what's the number 1 song?
Because
It's but listen to all these songs. You're gonna tell me none of these songs. Oh my god, it wasn't Complicated that was number 1. Complicated hit number 2, and that's the highest it went. Then I'm With You hit number 4, that's the highest it went. So much for my happy
ending. Yeah, absolutely.
That hit number 9, that's the highest it went. The number 1 that hit was Girlfriend.
Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend.
I don't like that song very much. I don't think that's one of her best songs. Then, you know that song Keep Holding On?
Mm-hmm.
Love that one. It hit 17. That's the highest it hit, which I understand. That's more of a ballad, not like poppy. What the Hell hit number 11. When You're Gone,
I thought that was higher.
I thought it was higher, but it only hit 24. It was in the top 25, and that was it.
It was also a slower.
Oh my
sad song.
god! How are we not thinking about her most iconic song? Skater Boy?
Oh yeah.
She was a skater boy. That only hit number 10. Nobody's Home. That was a really good one. 41. Dude, I'm kind of surprised that.
Me too, because I don't really like Maroon 5.
I don't either. But that was a good.
And just because he was on, what is it?
The Voice.
Voice.
This is the voice. Bum, 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 bum.
And I think, yeah, whatever.
Oh, well, Girls Like You with Cardi B hit number 1. Moves Like Jagger. These are all like.
Yeah.
That hit number 1. This Love hit number 5. That's the highest it went, which is crazy.
That's weird. I thought that was number 1 for them.
Yeah, no. That hit number 5. One More Night hit number 1. Let's see.
Like I said, they had 5 or 6 albums. She only had 2.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're even speaking of these two in the same context shows you how good those 2 albums were for her.
She Will Be Loved was only number 5, and that's all it hit. It didn't hit top 3 or anything like that. Makes Me Wonder by them hit number 1. I don't know what song that is. Do you?
I'm on it. No, you keep going.
Okay. I'm only listing the songs that I know. Harder to Breathe, that's actually a really good song by them. But it only hit number 18. Won't Go Home Without You. Okay. That hit number... Sunday Morning? That only hit 31. That's kind of crazy. Never Gonna Leave This Bed. That was a good one by them, but it only hit number 55. Okay. Who do you think
What was the song that you were looking for?
It was the hold on. Makes Me Wonder. Oh, Payphone. I'm at a payphone. That one. That stupid one. That hit number 2.
Wow, it's not even on their, like, I'm looking on their iTunes. It's not even on, like, their top. Makes Me Wonder. There it is, finally. The last page of their...
Shut up.
The last...
How does it go? Oh. Anymore. Okay, who do you think
Hold
was
on.
more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they had 9 albums compared to her 2. So, like I said, the fact that she was even close with 2
Yeah.
is crazy. Because she stopped, like I said, she stopped recording. She stopped doing things.
Okay, I'm going to ask you another one, and this is a good matchup.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, is that me?
Well, I had turned up for that fucking song.
Okay.
So who I think was better? I think.
Okay, here's my next one. Who do you think was more influential and had the better, what is it, discography? Is that what it would be called? Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I can tell you my favorite. I'm a Backstreet Boys girl.
Okay, see me. I liked Backstreet Boys' music better, but I liked NSYNC better as a group because
Really?
they were funnier, better talkers. Justin Timberlake's hilarious. Lance Bass, like their group was funnier and better, like more outgoing. Backstreet Boys' Millennium is like one of the best albums.
For real, though. So who do you think had the more number 1s, top 10s, and songs that hit the chart?
I think NSYNC is probably going to be number 1 on that one.
So Backstreet Boys had 0 number 1s.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But NSYNC...
Show me the meaning of being lonely. All right.
So
anyway.
many words.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So
they had none, and NSYNC only had 1 number 1.
Bye,
And
bye,
what
bye.
song do you think it is?
bye bye.
No. It's gonna be me.
All that I do.
Hey, not enough for you. But NSYNC had 6 top 10s, but so did Backstreet
Backstreet
Boys.
Boys,
So
they had no number 1s.
They had no number 1s, but Backstreet Boys had 18 songs to hit the number 1 to hit the Billboard 100. NSYNC only had 13.
So who do you give that to then?
Well, if you add it up, 6 plus 13 plus 1 is 20. And if you do 0 plus 6 plus 18, that's 24.
So I'm saying, but how many points do you give a number one? Because number one means
Well, if you added up the difference is 4 points. The difference between
not having a number one song kind of hurts Backstreet Boys big time. I did not know that they did.
I didn't think they'd. I thought they would at least had at least one number one.
Backstreet's back.
Like,
all right.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm gonna start listing songs, and of course we're gonna start singing them as.
No,
as I
we're
go.
not. I'm not doing nothing.
Quit playing games with my heart.
Quit playing games with.
Quit playing games with my heart. Quit playing games.
All right, fine.
That hit number 2.
I'll stop.
That hit number 2. Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna sing it with you. I Want It That Way.
We don't have to sing that one. I want it that way. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing.
But that's why we're on this side of the table doing the stupidest shit.
That hit number 6, which is crazy. Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. Also hit number 6. Backstreet's Back. Every
Oh, I know, but like, where'd that hit?
4. All I Have to Give.
All I have to give.
Without you,
I
I
know.
don't think I can leave. That hit number 5. More Than That. I can love you more than that. That's 27.
Yeah.
Drowning. Got me drowning in. That hit 28. Incomplete. Do you remember when they came
I
out with
love
an album?
Incomplete. That was
I do
that was on
too.
Millennium.
No, Incomplete. No. Incomplete
Without
was.
you,
Yeah, that was when
Incomplete.
that was when they came out and like back out in 2006 when they came out with like an album like 5 years later. That song was Incomplete. I remember because I asked my mom. I begged my mom to buy me that album.
Yeah, that
That hit number 13. Shape of My Heart.
was one
Number
of my
9.
favorites.
Larger Than Life.
Down, bow, bow, now.
That hit 25. That sounded just like it. That hit 25. The One. I'll be the one.
Yeah.
That hit 30. Okay, my favorite song of all time, and I even have the music video downloaded on my Apple Music, is The Call.
That they play it at the casino all the time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, and I love it. And that hit 52. I'll Never Break Your Heart. I'll never break your heart.
So
that hit 35.
So the winner's Backstreet Boys?
Well, here, let's go through NSYNC stuff. 'Cause we just sang almost every song I listed, right?
Yeah,
But we're back.
I can't do the same with NSYNC.
Okay. Well, This I Promise You. This I promise you.
Yeah.
Over and over, over and over. That hit number 5. It's Gonna Be Me. That hit number 1.
We still say that every day, every Thursday.
But every time May comes around, it's gonna be.
But every
May.
time Micah says something, it's gonna be, and we're like May.
I don't know this song. Oh, I do. I Want You Back. I want you back. That hit 13. Bye 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 hit 4.
Yeah, I thought it'd be higher than that. But
God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You.
that's
Number
one of the-
8 though. Dirty Pop. Boom. 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 That hit 19. It's tearing up
my heart when I'm with you. Yeah,
But that's all their songs. That's it. And it hit 50. That hit 59. Well, there's a
that
couple
hit
more.
59.
That hit 59. Isn't that crazy? I feel like
Not
that
even
should've-
top 20.
Not even top 20.
That's crazy.
And that's why I think. And that was only on the chart for 1 week. 1 week. All these other
It's
ones have like.
tearing up my heart
When
when
I'm
I'm with.
with
All right, that's a good
you.
one. That's a good one.
Okay. Also, so just so that way you also kind of have an idea. It also tells me how many weeks all of these were on there. So the longest one that was on the chart was This I Promise You, peaked at number 5, but it stayed on the chart for 26 weeks. For Backstreet Boys, you have the number 1 song that stayed on the chart the longest was Quit Playing Games with My Heart, that peaked at number 2 for 43 weeks.
So double.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
then-
said,
then
I think that Backstreet Boys wins this one.
I agree.
I didn't. I like it.
I like it. I'm not sure.
I called the upset on this. Or I called the.
There is going to be an upset. And we've upset a lot of people just now.
I called the fan favorites, which is NSYNC, because Justin Timberlake did all that stuff. But my favorite band musically, and that's what I said before all this, was I think
Backstreet Boys.
I think Backstreet Boys made better music. They made catchier music. They made more hits. but NSYNC was more influential in our time.
But it was the same time.
More my time than her time, but they were always around. They were funnier. They did the jokes. They did the shows. They did the fucking. They did everything. Like I can name almost everybody in.
I can name everybody in Backstreet Boys.
I can't.
You can't?
I name
Name as many as you can name. Nick?
That's it.
But you like them more musically?
Yeah.
Nick, AJ, Brian, Kevin, and who am I forgetting? Nick, AJ, Brian, Kevin.
What are they doing now? Because everybody in NSYNC are doing something.
Nick.
I watch Joey Fatone every fucking week on Game Show Network. Lance Bass is still around. Justin Timberlake is,
this is really bothering
one of the greatest pop artists of all time.
I feel like I just named everybody. Nick, AJ.
That's 5.
Brian, Kevin.
I can't help you. Like I said, I know Nick.
Oh my God,
Nick Carter.
This is so bad.
Like I said, none of them had a great personality.
That's not true.
What then? If they had a good personality, they would have stuck around like NSYNC did.
I said all these names. I said Nick, Brian, AJ, Kevin. Oh, Howie. I kept thinking AJ and Howie were the same person. They're not. AJ's my favorite though. Howie D was good.
Like I said, None of them had a great personality.
That's not true. Who do you think was more influential in the 2000s? And we're doing the charts.
Well, I will just say this. My theory on them throughout my whole life was correct. Because I said NSYNC had the better personalities and they were like better like TV and like all these things, and then Backstreet Boys meant the better music. That you just proved because that's always whenever like everybody, my whole life, we're comparing the two, and I would always say that argument.
Well, because they always battled the boy bands. And
now like I feel vindicated in the fact that like I was right that Backstreet Boys had the more.
I do think so, but I agree with you. So I'm not. There's no middle ground.
Because like when you watch like Letterman and stuff, people don't know who that is, or Jay Leno when they were on there. Like watching NSYNC was so fun because they would just fuck with each other and they're like they acted like brothers, and then NSYNC. Do you think that? And then Backstreet Boys they all felt bland.
Do you think? How dare you? Do you think that? Do you think that NSYNC knew Lance Bass was gay, or do you think that was just as much of a shock?
I guarantee they do.
Or do you think that was just as much of a shock as when?
No, I guarantee they knew, but he was told to keep it a secret because.
I mean, I would keep it a secret. It's not my place to tell somebody's sexuality. Like,
what I'm saying,
to out them to the world.
Yeah, they all knew. There's no way that you were on a bus for years with somebody.
And you didn't catch him.
It didn't catch.
Not one.
Not yet. Like not one thing.
All right, are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Who do you think has the better discography?
Oh, here we go.
Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears?
Britney Spears. 100%.
What do you
Not
think?
even close.
I don't know.
Christina Aguilera has maybe 5. Britney Spears has 5 albums that were like number 1.
Both have 5 number 1 hits.
Okay.
Both have 5 number 1 hits.
And that's all Christina has.
No.
Britney has
Listen. Christina, oh my God, this is going to be a really big upset. Christina has 11 top 10. Britney has 14. Okay. So they're still within the same group. Like they're still within reaching distance of each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christina has 30 songs that hit the chart. Britney had 36. But
and Britney stopped.
Because she shaved her head in 2007.
Yeah, after 2000, like Christina kept making music, and like I guarantee half those songs.
But does this count?
A quarter of those songs are after Britney quit.
Or here's a good example. Number 1 that's her highest number 1 that stayed on the chart for 49 weeks.
Genie in a Bottle.
No. Is Moves Like Jagger. So it's not just her. It's with
Maroon 5.
Yes. So,
like I said,
But here's another one that she is on the chart with. Remember Say Something? Say Something.
Yeah.
So that hit number 4, and that was on the chart for 26 weeks. So her highest is almost 50 weeks. That says almost 1 full year. But then you also have, so that was Genie in a Bottle was number 1. That's her only one so far that's just by herself.
I will say this before we go any further. Christina Aguilera has my favorite song out of the two.
Which is?
Fighter. I love Fighter. I thought it was great. They did a rock version of it. It was even better. It was just a really good song. I liked Fighter a lot. And it probably isn't
I'm going to listen to that on my way home.
Yeah. So I love that song.
Okay. Anyway, so Genie in a Bottle, number 1. That's her one by herself so far.
Yeah.
What a Girl Wants, that's by herself, 1.
Yeah.
I don't. Come On Over, Baby, All I Want Is You.
Come on over, baby.
That's her?
That's her, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
That was her at like 16.
It was 2000, yeah. That hit number 1.
Yeah.
Hurt, that's a good one, but that was number 19. Oh, this shouldn't count either. Gitchy, yana.
Oh, Moulin Rouge? That doesn't count either.
Because that's her and 4 other women.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How did she
Fighter hit 20. That's as high as it went.
And
it
like
was
I
on
said,
the chart.
I thought that was number 1 out of, in my opinion, that's number 1 out of both of theirs.
Ain't No Other Man. Ain't No Other Man. that hit number 6. Okay, well let's look at some of Britney's.
Well, Britney's are all herself.
All her by herself.
And she.
Do you have any guesses?
Number 1. I mean, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Definitely, and that's her highest one. And her. So remember, I told you her highest one, Christina, was 49 weeks, but that's with Maroon 5. Do you want me to see what the other one was by herself? So by herself, that number 1 that
Genie in a Bottle.
Genie in a Bottle hit 25 weeks. For 5 weeks, it was number 1. Hit Me Baby One More Time was on the charts for 32 weeks. So that's about 8 more weeks than Christina.
Yeah.
But it was only number 1 for 2 weeks, while Genie in a Bottle was there for 5 weeks. Crazy.
But that's that was her main one.
I don't remember this song. I know this song, but I don't remember Britney Spears being in it. Another one that hit number 1 was S&M with Rihanna. I know S&M, but I didn't know there was a Britney Spears.
S.
But do you remember Britney Spears being on that song? I don't. It says S&M.
Well, just like I didn't know Christina Aguilera was in that one song with Maroon 5.
Moves Like Jagger?
Yeah. I didn't know she was in that. That's weird.
Womanizer.
Womanizer.
That's a good
Womanizer.
one. That's her other number 1.
That was number 1?
That hit
like
number
Toxic 1? Didn't hit number 1?
Well, hold on. I'm not done through the list.
Okay.
Scream and Shout. That hit number 3. Do you know the song number 3? Do you know the song 3?
No.
I've never heard it. That was her number 1. If You Seek Me.
Oh, that's one of her newer older ones.
Well, that was 2008.
Yeah.
That hit 19.
I think that was her last album before she just completely stopped doing things.
Yeah. Toxic, it definitely hit top 10, but it was number 9. Give Me More, 3. You Drive Me Crazy. You Drive Me Crazy. That was number 10. Oops, I Did It Again. Only hit number 9.
See, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Hold It Against Me was her other number 1. Would you hold it against me? That came out in 2011. On my birthday, wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's weird.
Stronger. I'm a Slave for You?
Yeah.
Only hit 27.
Yeah, see.
You Better Work Bitch. That Work Bitch song?
Yeah.
That came out and it hit number 12.
Weird.
I know. Okay.
So who wins this one?
I say Britney because a lot of Christina songs are with somebody else.
Yeah.
Britney's are solos.
Most of them are solos. Well, especially since one of Christina's top ones was Moulin Rouge, which was 4 other fucking... Pink was one of them.
I was just about to...
Pink
I'm looking
was one
at
of
Pink.
them.
I'm looking at Pink right now. So...
I've seen her live. She's great.
I hear she's amazing live.
She's awesome. She does the... Back when I saw her...
She does like flips and shit.
Well, she does like when you're hanging from the ceiling from the
wire.
No.
The hooks?
Sheets.
Oh yeah, the twirling like the tapestry stuff.
She does that while she's singing, which is fucking nuts. I saw her with Justin Timberlake back in like 2007.
Should we pin Pink up against? I have 2 options, but one's kind of in a later time frame. So I was thinking putting Pink up against Missy Elliott and seeing who has the more number 1s, or putting her against Miley Cyrus.
She'll beat Miley Cyrus.
You think? I don't think so.
100%.
I don't think so. So we'll do that one.
Missy Elliott would be a closer match.
I think Miley Cyrus.
No, Miley Cyrus only had 2 albums before she went ape shit.
Okay. Just Like a Pill. Remember that one?
Hmm.
Just like a pill.
That was my favorite song by her.
That was one of my favorite songs.
And
okay. Who do you think has the more number ones? You said Pink, obviously.
Yeah.
Pink has 4. Miley has 2. Who do you think has more top 10s?
Pink.
Pink has 15. Miley has 13.
Yep.
Who do you think has more songs that hit the chart?
Pink. More albums.
Pink has 36. Miley has 61 that hit top 100. 61 songs that hit top 100.
Well, that's like every song from every album because she's only had like 5 albums.
I just want to go through Pink's discography real quick. So I'll look up Missy Elliott then. Hold on.
Yeah, I really think Pink won that one, and I think Missy might have Pink's number. But
what if it's not the same?
I don't think that. Yeah, there's no way that Miley could hold a candle.
Missy doesn't have any top number ones.
Well, there's also the Billboard doesn't really give a shit about rap, so.
Which is that's what I was thinking. She has 10 top 10s, which is close to what Pink had. Pink had 15. And she has 33 that hit the chart. Pink had 36.
Like
Missy's number 1 was with Sierra. I love it. 1, 2 step. So, the 4...
Pink wins up against both of them.
The 4 songs that hit number 1 were Just Give Me a Reason. Do you remember that one? That was a good one. That was on there for 36 weeks. She had another song that was on there for 36 weeks, but it was only number 9, and that was Who Knew. Who Knew? Oh, I love that song.
I got nothing.
You in Your Hand.
Oh, yeah.
You in
Your hand tonight.
That hit number 9. So What hit number 1. Raise Your Glass hit number 1.
Yeah.
And then her other number 1 was...
Is Party.
No, the Lady Marmalade song. She also gets credit
count.
for that. Yeah. Just Like a Pill, Love, hit number 8. Family Portrait.
Family Portrait's good.
I loved that one.
What was the Party one that she did?
That hit 20. Get the Party Started?
Yeah, Party Started.
That was number 4. That was probably her opening one. That was in 2001. Try. Sober. Try hit 9. Sober hit 15.
She also did another one with...
Please Don't Leave Me, 17.
She actually gets credit for... This is credit for me because I'm...
Was it Keith Urban?
I only care about me, apparently. I don't have to have control. She's on my actual iPod.
Oh, yeah, dude. When I had an iPod?
No, still on my phone,
Glitter
too.
in the Air?
She has...
Come on, y'all. Stupid Girls? Funhouse? Wow. Won't Back Down? With Eminem? Is that where you're going with this?
No, good song, though.
How many...
Wow, it's not on here anymore, but it was. Oh, there's a playlist. I need...
Who do you think is going to have a better discography, Eminem or Lil Wayne?
Don't even...
I know.
Don't even...
Come on, let's
we're
talk
not going down
Let's
this...
talk about it.
We're not going down this rabbit hole.
How many number...
Eminem wins. All of it.
Okay, but let's just
Eminem
look at
has
the
more
numbers.
number 1 songs
Let's
than
just
any
look at the
rapper
numbers.
alive.
How
He has
many
more
numbers
number 1 albums than any rapper
number
alive.
one
He has more
hits
everything.
Does Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. Alrighty, you ready?
Let's go.
Alright. This one should interest you. It shouldn't anger you. It should interest you.
It's not going to interest me because I know the answer.
Alright. So, Lil Wayne had excuse me.
Little Wayne.
Little Wayne.
He's the tiniest of Waynes.
Little Wayne had 3 songs that hit number 1.
Only 3.
Eminem only had 5.
That's weird.
Lil Wayne had 25 that hit top 10. Eminem had 23. Lil Wayne had 186 songs hit the top 100.
Okay, but that's also here's my rebuttal for that one.
You didn't even hear what Eminem had.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Out of those 180, he collabed with probably 3 of those are actually with Eminem. He collabed with everybody because
did you ever see the interview where Eminem was giving him? I mean, Lil Wayne was giving Eminem like credit. He was like, "You don't want to fuck with him.
It's like, if you ever,
he is really what he says he is."
And like, Lil Wayne is one of the best collaborators ever.
He's so musically talented.
He will
He's
get on
so
anybody's
smart.
thing and like just do awesome shit.
Yes, I
Eminem
agree.
gets on things and fucks you up, and nobody ever wants that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. No, I agree.
Eminem, like, and then there was like 10 years Lil Wayne was only doing collabs.
Yeah. Well, like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he did that rock?
Oh, yeah, I love the whole rock album.
Yeah, that was a good one. So he had 186 that hit the charts, top 100. Eminem had 112. So let's just go through Eminem's top 100 before we get to, Lil Wayne's before we get to Eminem's. Oh, do you remember that song? Baby, are you down, 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 down? That hit number one.
And he's, like I said, he's one verse.
That hit number one for
One
40
verse.
weeks.
One verse. He's in that song for one verse.
The Motto with Drake hit 14. What's Poppin'?
Hey, one verse.
What's Poppin'? Hit 2. Let It Rock, which is what we were just singing, hit 5. Back That Thing Up, hit 19. Oh, Lollipop?
Well, that's his song.
That's number 1.
I want to know how many of his songs are on there, not ones that are somebody else's songs that he collabs
This is
with.
all of these, but if you look at them, it says Lil Wayne featuring T-Pain, featuring Busta Rhymes.
You tell me right now the motto
Chance
is
the
Lil
Rapper.
Wayne featuring Drake?
No. It like this one, for example, says "Look at Me Now." That's a Chris Brown song, but it features Lil Wayne and it counts it. It counts that because it is part of the 3 of them hit the chart, but it's not a solo song. So let's go to. Oh, this one hit the chart, and I love this song, but it's probably just because I'm not an avid fan like I should be. How to Love. Feel your heart. Never really had much. Wow.
Nothing.
Hit number 5. A Milli hit number 6.
A milli.
Remember when Lolly killed that?
I do. I was gonna bring that up, but I decided not to because
she killed
of
that. No, I mean
obvious
she
reasons.
She did her work in that song.
Yeah.
She's
At
really good.
your birthday.
So Eminem. 2 of his number 1s are featuring Rihanna. One would be Love the Way You Lie.
Love the way you
One
lie.
is The Monster.
Monster. Yeah, both Rihanna, but they're both.
What song? How does that come?
I'm in love with a monster that's under my bed.
Okay, Smack That hit
Smack
number 2.
that all on the floor. Smack that.
Not Afraid hit number 1.
I'm not afraid. I can name. If you
Lose
cannot.
Yourself.
You can't name an Eminem song I can't recite.
I believe it. How many? Okay, so Lose Yourself obviously hit number 1. That's.
Lose Yourself, and obviously.
How many weeks do you think that was number 1? It was okay. So let me tell you, it was on the charts for 24 weeks. Out of those 24 weeks, how many weeks do you think that stayed at number 1?
11.
Close. 12. Close.
Half.
Don't forget about Dre. 25. Without Me. 2.
See, I wouldn't
Cleaning
say
out my closet.
Forget About Dre is Dre's song. Eminem was just featured, and that was his first feature with Dre. That was like the world's coming out to Eminem. Like Eminem's like getting introduced to the world in that song.
Oh hey, Houdini hit number 2.
And
that's the one that just came out. The Real Slim Shady. Wow. The Real Slim Shady hit number 4.
For a rap song.
Crack a Bottle. Hit number
Crack
1.
a bottle, let your body wallow.
Oh, you know what we should do?
What?
Hold on.
I'm trying to find this song by Pink that's in my playlist, but it's gone. It was with the lead singer of He played the piano, the gold piano at the Hard Rock.
Bruno Mars?
No.
Just recently.
Yeah,
Dude.
Fun. Lead singer of
I just
Fun.
said that. Just give me a reason. Just give me a reason.
Yeah, that song. That song was in my iPod.
1. That was number 1.
That was one of my favorite songs by her. But it's also a
All right,
collab.
I have 2 bands lined up, and I'm disappointed about what I'm looking at.
All right, so
I'm
this
really
is the
disappointed.
last mashup because it's 12:30.
I didn't realize the time, and I'm so sorry.
I have to work tomorrow at
You'll
6
be fine.
a.m.
And you'll be fine.
Last collab.
These two are
Last mashup.
bands. Who do you think did better between Paramore and Linkin Park?
Linkin Park.
All right. How many number ones do you think they each had?
Linkin Park had about, judging by this stupid ass billboard that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Remember
Linkin
that
Park had,
0 is also an option.
Let's say Linkin Park had 1, maybe 2.
All right. And Paramore?
2, maybe 3.
Both had 0.
Yeah.
Crazy! How many top 10 hits did each have?
Linkin Park 6, Paramore 3.
Paramore 1, Linkin Park 3. And how many songs do you think actually hit the top 100?
Wow, I thought Billboard hated rappers. I didn't know they hated rock more.
I know! I didn't mean to yell. I'm so sorry.
I didn't know they hated rock more.
I'm shook.
I didn't know they hated
These are like what built us. You know
I would
what I
say
mean?
Linkin Park is one of my favorite rock bands of all time.
And as they should be.
I was saying the new singer, I love her, and
I think she's great.
I can't wait to see them live.
If she really does come to Warped Tour, I'm excited.
Can't wait to see them live.
Yeah.
I've
Fully
downloaded
supportive.
every song. The new album comes out in 3 weeks.
I'm fully
2
supportive.
weeks, and every song that comes, every time they leak one, not leak, but like
give us a small.
I already downloaded the album for iTunes because I'm that old, because I don't do what all these young kids do and do all this whole like
Apple Music
and all that shit. I bought the album, so whenever the new song comes out, they release it slowly. So they just released the 3rd song last week.
Interesting, because they'll just go on Apple Music and listen to it.
Yeah, I will own it.
Anyway.
For less than your Apple Music account.
How many songs do you think each hit? Like, how many songs do you think hit that 100 chart, the top 100 for both?
Linkin Park, way more. Linkin Park's probably at like 20, 22.
Okay.
Paramore's at 15.
Close on both. Paramore was 11. Linkin Park was 26.
Yeah. Because I know all of them. And Linkin Park, I love like 5, 6 albums. Like I love everything. But I know that the Billboard aren't going to put them on a fucking chart for some of the songs. Like Iridescent is great. Like I love these songs. But like,
dude.
And Paramore's the same way. Paramore.
Misery of Business. The Misery of Business only peaked at number 26.
So I'm saying no love.
You know what song? The only song that hit number 10. Do you have a guess?
It's probably the song they played at the casino.
Which one?
Fake Happy.
It's Ain't It Fun.
Ain't It Fun? Living in the real
Still
world.
Into You only hit 24. The Only Exception hit 24. Crush hit 54. These numbers are so low.
I'm really
That's
surprised.
What You Get hit 66.
I'm really surprised the song with
Decode?
Yeah, that one with because it was
For
part of Twilight.
Only hit 33.
And that's surprising because Twilight was so big.
Ignorance is 67. Careful 78. This is so sad to like just even look at. I'm sick. All right. This is the last one we'll
like
do.
I said, this like Billboard, they don't give a fuck about like.
Apparently not.
Yeah, they don't care about rock. They don't care about rap.
What about Fall Out Boy? Because that's kind of pop.
Well, they are pop punk, and they sold out 3rd album, and they're gonna be way up there.
Look at them, and then we're done.
Them, and here's a fun one.
Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy versus the two sellouts.
Okay.
Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco.
First of all, just so you know,
Linkin Park wins this one.
Linkin Park obviously wins.
Yeah.
In the End is what hit number 2.
Yeah.
What I've Done is hit number 7. Numb hit
Obviously.
11. Crazy. Shadow of the Day because of
Transformers.
hit 15. New Divide also Transformers hit number 6.
Iridescent.
Breaking the Habit only hit 20. Numb but with Jay-Z hit 20. Crawling hit 79. This is so bad.
Barely broke the 100.
Barely. That's so. Leave out all the rest. Only peaked at 94. This is dumb.
This is brutal.
All right, but okay. This one right now that I'm looking up is the last one.
This is the last one.
Because I'm really interested in this last one.
These are the pop punk sellouts. This is
Yes.
Panic at the Disco versus Fall Out Boy. And I am the one that picked this matchup, and I think that Fall Out Boy is going to win.
I think Fall Out Boy is gonna win. However,
But the later Panic got really big.
yeah,
Early Fallout was decent, but we just saw that Billboard didn't give a fuck about early pop punk. And I think Panic might win. Because Panic got bigger later when Billboard was like, hey, this emo music's kind of cool.
all right. I just saw Fall Out Boys. Let's see.
Because Panic early on wasn't as crazy as...
Well, then they broke up, and then Panic was actually literally just Brendan and the drummer or whatever for a little bit.
They broke up again. Now they're officially done again.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the late Panic might bring this closer than you think.
Maybe they do, and I don't know. Let's see. Okay.
Because
How
Save
many-
Rock and Roll is great.
Okay. Just remember, Billboard apparently
Billboard hates emo music.
anything that's not pop. Billboard hates.
Yeah.
All right. How many number ones?
Or
do you
classic
think-
rock. Like, they love classic rock.
How many number ones do you think they hit?
Which one?
Both. How many number ones do you think both hit?
0. No. 1.
For which one?
Both.
0.
0.
How many top tens do you think they both hit?
3 each. Nope. 3 Fallout, 2 Panic.
2 Panic. Good one. 4 Fallout.
Fuck! 1 off.
How many?
I'm pretty good. I'm getting good at this.
We're really reading Billboard.
Really, like, Billboard's fucked
I'm
me here.
clocking these bitches. How many do you think? How many songs do you think hit the top 100? How many do you think
For
actually?
Fallout,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 31.
All right, and Panic.
Uh,
I'm screaming a number in my head at you.
28.
I was still talking while I was screaming in my head. Okay, the answer is Fall Out Boy 22,
31. That's pretty close.
Panic 15.
I said 21.
All
So,
All right, just out of curiosity, pure curiosity. High Hopes.
we gotta have high
Hit
hopes
4.
Yep.
I Write Sins hit 7.
Well, that's classic. I told you. The only reason this match is close is because Billboard did not like pop punk in early 2000s and before 2010. Apparently, we just found it out. And
we found the loophole.
we found out, and all of Fallout Boy's hits were most of Fallout Boy's hits were before 2010. So they get credit for some of them, but not most of them. Panic, I love Panic before
Panic.
before 2010, but they didn't get popular with mainstream and sell out until after 2010.
High Hopes didn't come out till
That was 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, see, I know my Panic.
Hey Look Ma, I Made It.
That same album.
Hit 16. 9 in the Afternoon hit 51.
That's earlier.
That the only difference between it dots, but that hit 77. Victorious.
That's one of my favorite new songs they did, which is 2018, which is the same album.
Bro. No, that was 2016.
16. That was the album before that.
Hit 89. You're going to tell me that hit 89? Emperor's New Clothes?
Oh, that's my other one that I love.
Hit 68.
And like
68!
And these are all on like
Say Amen. Hit 60.
where did
Death of a Bachelor? Hit 92. Oh, the Bohemian Rhapsody? Because they did the cover for the...
Oh, did I know? Yes, of course I know.
That I love
It
that
was-
movie.
it was-
You've
it was-
seen that movie, right?
Yeah.
That movie I thought was
But that song was for Suicide Squad. And it was
But I think that yes, it was. But the movie, sorry, I think was spot fucking on. I think that movie was so good. The drummer
Mercury?
and the guitarist, the lead guitarist, look exactly like who they were supposed to portray. Anyway, Bohemian Rhapsody hit
you love me
64. Miss Jackson hit 68. This is Gospel hits 87.
that's it. This is gospel
Yes,
for the fallen ones.
The Ballad of Mona Lisa hit 89, and Hallelujah hit 40.
And you realize that all those songs
Are bangers.
but they're also all came out. Most of them came out after 2010.
All right, here we go.
Fall Out Boy.
Here's Fall Out Boy.
Yep.
Sugar We're Going Down.
Before 2000, that was 2004.
2008.
Five. Yeah.
Hit 8. Sugar We're Going Down.
That was the first song I ever learned on guitar.
Centuries. That was 2015.
That was 15. That was the later one.
Hit 10. Dance Dance, which is
Early.
2006.
Early.
Hit 9. Thanks for the Memories, 2007.
Early.
Hit 11. Uma Thurman, which hit
Later.
2015.
Yep.
Hit 22. My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, 2013.
Yep.
That hit 13. I can't believe this song made number 2. Oh, it's because this music video is the one where Pete Wentz apparently leaked his dick.
Oh.
And it's this ain't a scene, it's an arms race.
This ain't a scene, it's an arm race.
Yes, hit number 2. And I think that's...
But that's also a good song. I love that song.
I agree, but out of all these other songs too, that's the one that hit number 2. I Don't Care hit 21. A Little Less, 16 Candles. I'm gonna listen to 65. Immortals hit 72.
Immortals
Alone
newer.
Together hit 71. Beat It.
Which is a great remake.
Right, but that hit 19. The Carpal Tunnel of Love hit, which is obviously the earlier stuff, hit 81. America's Sweethearts hit 78. We Didn't Start the Fire.
That's brand new, and I love it.
Came out, and it's hit 94.
Oh.
And that's it. Isn't that fucking...
We're just going to go out on a limb and say Billboard's terrible.
They're discriminating against all genres except pop.
Except pop. It's pop and classic rock.
Oh, my God.
They love classic rock, but they love pop. They hate emo music, and they hate rap. Craziness to me.
It really is just crazy.
So who won that one?
It's crazy.
Fall Out Boy?
Just because they had more.
Well, Fallout's was all before, like, not all of it, but like most of it was 2010. And Panic had a great discography before 2010, but like none of it got recognized.
Bro, this shit sucks because Stray Kids only has 3 songs that hit the charts. One of them's La La La, which is really good. Lose My Breath, but that's in Chick Chick Boom, which is their newest, which is the tour that they're on right now. That's not real. No.
On Billboard?
Yeah, on Billboard. So it's just...
Anyway, so we're gonna have to
we have an old man on set, and he has to go.
We have to call it there because somebody has to go to work tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Not I. Hint,
Even,
not me.
Even though that we're not doing D&D tomorrow.
You will be passing out candy and judging children, though.
I will be judging children pretty mercifully. Mercilessly.
Mercilessly?
Mercilessly. That's it. Mercilessly. It's going to be pretty brutal.
It's just... Move past it.
It's been a long night, and I'm going to have to go to bed.
And I'm going to say, I know that we don't really sing much on the way out, but I do want to sing.
We're singing? We sang this whole time.
I know, but I just, like, on our way out, I just want to sing one song.
Show me the meaning.
Oh, is that what you were going with? I was thinking. This is the story of a girl.
If I'm not human, explain this.
If I'm not... Oh, it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
All right, we got to go.